Hello. There we go. Oh, that's too loud. Hello and welcome to the Masters of Modern, the MMCast Monday night Strixhaven exclusive Commander game. I'm your host, Alex Kessler, here with my wonderful co-host, The Playset. As is tradition, a new set comes up. We all come up with new decks, with new commanders. We see how it goes, and hey, Tappy, and we I try to accomplish putting the deck together within the time frame of the cards being revealed to now. Some of these cards were revealed on Friday. Actually, I don't think anyone. I think everyone had seen their cards earlier than that because
that is not the case for myself.
So
I guess I saw my commander ahead of time.
Yes,
but I'm playing the Witherbloom deck, and there were definitely cards from Friday that I wanted to use.
Yep. So we are jamming games. All these decks are relatively brand new. I've taken my Nahiri red white list, who was a precursor to Lorehold existing, and have invented and tuned it and took out a bunch of cards, and now it's a Plargg list. And we're gonna do little mini deck techs in a second here.
Wait, Plargg and who?
Augusta.
Himself.
The chances that I cast Augusta tonight are low. I'm gonna say it's low. That it is.
She's offering a color though. That's not nothing.
Yeah. No. It's Plargg and Augusta who is here to provide the white mana pip needed to be able to play all the cards I want to play. But this is a deck that's been really cool. One of the issues before was that there was no way. Like, there's no good red-white looter commander that existed, and now there are a few different options. I could have also gone with the Luca and his little puppy friend option, but we went with Plargg because I'm more excited by the front half of Plargg than the front half of Luca. But we'll get into decks. We also have Marshall James, editor and producer of the MMCast podcast, is here today. What are you playing?
All right, so I'm playing Breena the Demagogue, representing the Silver Quill House, so this deck was pretty interesting because I like politics. Politics is probably my favorite part of Commander, and doing Orzhov politics is a pretty fun direction for the color pair to go, and this is kind of a. I'm playing a ton of the new Strixhaven cards because I just want to know how they feel, what they do. So hopefully we'll get to a bunch of new Strixhaven cards in this, and we'll be making deals, guys. Attack! Whoever has the highest life to draw cards. It's that simple. Letting everybody draw cards.
You are also a big Monarch fan, and that's kind of Monarch sounding to me.
I am a big Monarch fan.
I guess it's not a Monarch, it's the other one. Dethrone, that's what it is.
This is a little bit like if you attack the person on the throne, you get to draw a card. So it's a little bit like a mix of both. Which, two great tastes. Chocolate and your peanut butter. That's what's going on in here.
Chocolate and peanut butter?
Mm-hmm.
Chocolate and the peanut butter. In my household, we've gotten into the habit of just buying Reese's peanut butter cups a lot recently. It's like our favorite go-to healthy snack. I say
Is
healthy.
that a healthy snack?
Debatable. Well, there's like health food versions of it that we're buying. We're not technically buying Reese's, though today I did actively buy Reese's peanut butter cups. This is a bad path. We don't need to talk about.
Who is the next deck tech? Who is doing the next deck tech?
It's you. You get to talk. It's your turn.
I'm doing a Galazeth Prismari, the blue-red Elder Dragon from Strixhaven. States blue-red 2, Elder Dragon, 3/4 flyer. When Galazeth Prismari enters the battlefield, create a treasure token. Artifacts you control have tap, add 1 mana of any color. Spend this mana only to cast instant or sorcery spell. So what came to mind for me was this card and the Gold Dragon that just came out from Kaldheim. Are two sweet dragons that make treasures and then elevate the value of your treasures. So it was like, okay, let's go all in here on some sort of blue-red treasure dragon deck.
Okay.
So I'm playing an artifact-based, lots and lots of artifact-based, lots and lots of dragons, and then big spells that can be cast off of the Prismari mana. And they're huge, because you guys know that I only play 2-drops. So I'm playing tons of 6 and 7 and 8 drops in this deck. That's like the whole deck.
So you're
I'm
either
playing,
gonna like learn the error of your ways and have a great time, or you're gonna be miserable.
I mean, it could be. It could be. We shall see how it all breaks down. But I am really excited about, like, I'm playing all of the cards, like all of the expensive cards I've like never played before. So much so that I had to like really read carefully a lot of these cards. Like, oh wow, this card exists. I like had no idea what most of these cards were. But I'm playing like 16 dragons in my deck, which I'm pretty stoked on.
That's cool.
Ben, you mentioned that you like treasures and dragons. Is Magda the dwarf in your deck?
Magda the dwarf is in my deck. Yes, that is a thing I'm doing. Yeah, we'll see. Like I'm probably going to be like miserable because I'm probably going to be playing lots of things that are expensive, and then like I'm only playing one spell in a turn, which I'm not a big fan of. But I do have Dragonstorm in this deck. And I'm like really hoping that I can do some sort of crazy savage turn. Like the tech that so one of the pieces of tech that I thought was really cool was the idea that I would make a lot of treasures in this deck and that they would just tap for mana as opposed to sacrificing them. And so I would end up with like an enormous amount of mana, and that mana could be spent on instants and sorceries. And so the idea was buyback spells that I could just cast over and over again was like a cool thing because I believe the buyback is part of the cost, so I can still spend the instant or sorcery mana on the buyback. So that's like one of the shenanigan things I'm hoping gets going. I have like the buyback counter spell. I have Capsize. I have Whispers of the Muse in here, and I'm hoping I can just like generate an absurd amount of mana and like.
Are you playing any of the new Prismari treasure discard big spells?
Yes, I am.
Okay,
I'm
cool.
playing Magma Opus.
Nice. I'm excited.
I almost
for that
played the
one.
other one too, but I got rid of it because I have too many things that cost like 7.
There's 3. There's the one that makes 4/4s. There's the one that Magma Opus, and then there's the
Prophetic Bolt, big Prophetic Bolt.
yeah, big prophetic bolt.
Yeah, I don't think I did that one either. Too direct. But yeah, I mean, I think you guys will be excited about what I'm doing here. Well, so Alex, so what are you doing? That's what I'm doing.
So I'm playing a red-white reanimator. So Plargg is this great little discard outlet. I'm just going to use him to discard cards and draw cards. One of the things that like red-white classically had an issue with was just filtering through cards, right? And Plargg lets you do that. So by itself, it'll help me get to stuff. And then there's some decent white-based reanimation spells, and there's a bunch of cool red-based loot effects, plus just cool, big, scary things. It's a little bit different than the Nahiri list. The Nahiri list is a lot more about trying to cheat out Eldrazi. This one's a little bit more... there's just less of the Eldrazi Titans because you have a better discard outlet kind of situation, and we'll see if that power level down was worth it. But there's some cool spice in here. I'm playing a bunch of the Lorehold cards. Interesting that like which ones I ended up choosing from like the commander deck, for instance. I like am using both of the like 2 mana fetch for a land, mountain cycle or plane cycling. Hello, hey, thanks for the subscribe. Awesome, Anton. Yeah, everyone please that is here, follow, subscribe, like, do all of the things. We'll shout your names out. You also have the ability to make us drink water with your points. I think in there's technically like a lot of points. Target player draws a card. We'll see how often we actually listen to that one, but the water one for sure is a worthwhile use of points because we like hydrating. We like hydrating our friends. And so the plan is to use Plargg to discard cards and draw cards. Previously, this was the deck ran by Nahiri, the one that destroyed Innistrad. So I'm here for it. It's cool because now I have a commander that like makes. Before, when people are like, oh, I don't know if I like a planeswalker in the command zone, I'm not into that. It was always like, well, I could like play Aurelia, but Aurelia doesn't do anything in the command zone that the deck needs it to do. It just like is a red-white big angel that is decent, and so like the deck would like struggle to function. Now with Plargg, I can just like use that instead, and it lets you discard cards, which is really what you needed Nahiri for. The like ability to remove enchantments and sorceries was kind of always just like secondary. The other option is you could play Luca. Luca and his dog friend. You'd almost always cast the Luca half because Luca lets you has like a reanimator effect on its backside or as its -2.
And he loots.
And elutes, yeah. So he kind of does everything the deck wants to do. He's just expensive, and Plargg is a 2-mana commander, and I am all about really inexpensive commanders, so here I am. Michael, what is your deck's plan when you are
I'm
ready?
going to gain a bunch of life, and then I'm going to use the fact that I gained a bunch of life to make some big dudes. And then, once I have some big dudes, they'll hopefully gain me some more life, and then make more big dudes.
So we have a lot of large and charged battlecruiser magic, it sounds like, happening tonight.
Which so we should reach out to Shivim and let him know, because he was lamenting the loss of battlecruiser magic.
This is actually the deck that he subtweeted me in his thread on, like, where's, like, he mentioned the Hiri led commander decks, and that is the deck I'm currently playing, and I don't know what to say. But also, everyone on the internet, be nice to Shivam. That's like a golden rule of the internet, and if you're mean to Shivam, you should just I'll probably block you. That is, don't do that.
Yeah, be nice. I gotta say, I do agree. For folks who are listening and weren't paying attention, the crux of what Shivam was saying is that there was a time in EDH past where the format was seen as like this battle cruisery format filled with weird, obscure cards pulled out of bulk bins, and it's the sort of format when Wizards would print a set, there would be a bunch of 7 and 8 mana rares that did big splashy effects that people would be like, oh, it's a commander card, it's an EDH card. Like cards like Debtor's Knell, right? And but the format, because of 2019 and 2020, where Wizards just said, hey, let's just power creep like there's no tomorrow. Even decks that are not competitive have gotten a lot faster, a lot more low to the ground. There's a lot less room for big, expensive, splashy effects. Even the Command Zone, which the most popular friends of the cast, most popular commander related Magic content creators, they will regularly poo big, expensive, splashy effects now, because it's just the format's too fast, too powerful for grave betrayal. And
so I disagree, and Ben, I'm getting feedback, I think, from you. I disagree that has anything to do with the power level of Standard. I think that what has happened is Commander is the most popular format of all time, or not of all time, but currently in play that has the largest player base, which has the largest amount of players more than ever playing Commander games. All of them trying to make their decks better, because that is the natural inclination of what a Commander player is going to do. But I don't think necessarily just cards printed recently are more powerful than what existed before. Now, there's been a lot of cards that were banned in the past that maybe haven't been banned yet, and I think part of that is the Commander Council waiting to see what happens after we all get back to paper Magic. But I think that more of this efficiency has happened due to more players playing than anything that Wizards could have done as far as printing power level of what they printed.
I don't know. I mean, it's hard to argue with, you go on EDH Rec and you looked at the most consistently played cards, and the number of cards from the last 2 years that have suddenly jumped into the top 50. The top 50 now consists roughly a third of cards that appeared. So there's Dockside Extortionist and Arcane Signet and
but you also have
Arcane Signet. Why am I not playing Arcane Signet?
All of
I'm an idiot.
All of the signets are here, right? Swords to Plowshare, Cultivate, Cyclonic Rift. In fact, Arcane Signet is the first card. I guess no, Smothering Tithe is the first card in top cards for the past 2 years, followed by Arcane Signet has this 6, 12, 18. So in the top 24 cards, 2 of them were printed in the last 3 years, and then that continues. Dovin's Beto,
Wow, Live
Uh,
in the Wild, real popular Assassin's Trophy.
like I'm getting pretty far, and I've found maybe 5 cards that were printed in the last 2 years. One of them, I guess, the talismans, which were just a completion of the cycle, which I feel like is cheating in
I mean, I
regards
guess it's
to.
hard also because though, like, also some of the most popular and insane commanders have been printed in the last 2 years.
That's different, but that's also a little bit of like what's new and fresh, right? Like that. I think if you looked at Commander at any point in history, that was maybe always true. Just like the commanders printed in the last 2 years are going to be some of the most popular.
I guess.
I
but
mean,
you can't-
Corvold is busted and not like, obviously just like a 1-card engine, but I don't think that Corvold is like any more egregious than Prosh. You know, I mean, like Corvold is more popular because he's new, but like it's not like Prosh wasn't just being like a big nasty Jund commander that does the same thing for years.
And some of it's also like they've also just printed a lot more 3-color commanders recently, which like I would much rather have 12 choices for 3 colors than the only black, white, green commander I have available is Teneb, and that's it. And good luck playing red, blue, white, where your choices are destroy everyone's lands and or give my stuff to other opponents or attack with a 7/7 at random for 10 years.
I suppose it's just there's a whole lot of those that are in this top list here who are all from 2019, 2020, who are all the lots of colors and just gives you mana and cards just for burping.
Oh, and
I also think that EDH rec is a big contributor to power creep, and not to say that as a knock on EDH rec, just like as more and more people are using the internet to optimize their decks, they're going to come. It becomes much easier to just look at a bunch of the top. I'm going to build, let's say somebody who's been around a long time, Teysa Karlov or something, right, from Ravnica. And, before, I'm going through the bulk bin, I'm finding cool token-making cards, I'm putting them in my deck. But now there's like a million resources to look at the top Teysa Karlov lists that have been tuned by a million people. And you go to EDH Rec, and it's all aggregated for you, and you're like, these are the best cards for my deck. I'm going to buy them on TCG Player. Bam, now my deck is an 8 or whatever, right? Whereas it's just deck building is different now because of the internet. And actually, like, I think the reason that things are getting banned so much in Standard, too, is because, like, the amount of games getting played in Arena is just so much higher than the amount of games that were getting played in Paper and Standard. And everybody's deck is getting optimized, and everybody's reading articles about decks and tweeting out the most popular lists, and the meta is shifting on like a day-to-day basis, and like everything is just moving faster because of the internet, and it's
that's
raising
kind of
the power level of all formats, I
right?
think.
When like all of the people that would just play casual other formats or just like would go do a modern GP or like would play casual modern, which is basically our audience, right? Is now that opportunity doesn't exist, but Paper Commander does. Like Paper Stream Commander is a thing that's available, and so like all of that attention is being paid attention on here, and that's like I would say like this stream and us in general. I have a thing to shout out in a second. Grant Dan Denow, but like I would say we play at a modern power. If the scale of formats exists, we generally on this stream play at a modern power level, right? Where like you're trying to do powerful things, you're playing tuned lists, and you're not just playing casual things. But we're also not playing generally, unless we have CDH guests on CDH. And like, I do think that there is also a little bit of like, and we do this in Modern too, right? Where it's like, oh man, remember the days when it was Affinity versus Splinter Twin, and like I could play my Merfolk deck, and like Arcbound Ravager was a good card. I miss those days in Modern versus now, where things are so much more powerful. But that's just how Magic works over time. Is Legacy is very like Goblins was a tier 1 Legacy deck when I started making the Masters of Modern podcast, and Goblins has not seen play in Legacy since. So like, I think just the world changes, and
Modern is now as big as Legacy was when Modern started.
Right, and I think Commander is facing a bunch of people that are more competitive than normal, paying attention to it, more people than ever paying attention to it, better data existing for it, and to in your defense, Marshall, I actually agree. I greatly dislike the trend of 5-color commanders that you don't have to pay 5 mana for. Like, I don't like that Golos, Kenrith, and Sisay exist the way that they do, and I understand why they do. but I don't hate Morifon, right? I think there's and someone was even talking. I think it was Glenn and Shivam were tweeting about this earlier today, and Glenn was even like, "Yes, we understand that there are ways that this could be problematic, but I think there's still good design space here, and we just have to figure out where that line is." And it's going to be interesting. It'll be interesting how this all changes. But I think some of this is recency bias. I think some of this is like the options available for colors are more recent. Like there are more wedge colored commanders printed in the last 2 years than ever before, right? Between the commander set from last year.
Yeah, I mean, like, I understand that I think there was just, for a while, there was a wave of printing commanders that just gave you cards for existing in the game. And I think the time period of commander being a lot of like battlecruiser happens when people are forced to play slow, and the last few years they've just been designing commanders that make a lot of mana and or make a lot of card draw happen, and so the game doesn't have time to be slow. Like, you can't play a slow game with a Golos player.
But I think that was always true, just people weren't tuned. Like, people didn't realize, like, oh, I should be, like, for instance, a great example actually is fish, right? It's what's the fish called? What's the fish's name? It's an enchantment, 1 mana, draw cards.
Mystic
Remora, right? Like, that card has been legal in Commander for the existence of Magic, and but no one was playing it forever. And then very recently, people realized, like, oh, this card's really good in CDH, and then the realization is like, oh no, this card's just insane in general. This is like one of the most powerful blue cards in Commander.
I think that's a weird example because it is as good as the table is, right? Like when you're playing Battlecruiser Magic and people are playing like turn 3 Darksteel Ingot into like 5-drop into 6-drop, it's a lot worse. And they're like mostly creatures and stuff. Is a lot worse than when people are playing like Mana Rocks on turn 2 and 3, followed by like 2 instants, followed by whatever, right? Like,
but I mean, like if I draw 2 cards off of it, it's 1 mana for draw 2, which is better rate than any card printed that exists.
Sure, yeah. Legal. I mean, I agree that, like, yes, it has perhaps been historically overlooked, and it was always going to be good. But it's also scales with the speed of the game. Like,
correct.
If people are playing more spells quicker and more non-creature spells in particular, it's much better than not.
I'm gonna get some chat comments from the YouTube side. We got a super chat for $5. What up, Grant? Dan Denow. Hopefully I said that right. Thanks for the awesome video. You guys helped me a ton when I got into Modern a couple years ago, and I was glad to see your Modern vid this morning. Thanks so much for watching. Yeah, so we this week and next week we're doing our set review for Strixhaven. It's going to be Modern specific. We've decided moving forward when we do our big set reviews, like the main ones, they're always going to be Modern specific. So there'll be Modern content today that was posted earlier this morning, and Modern content next week. If you want us to cover specific cards that we missed, make sure to comment on that video so that we see what that is. So definitely check that out. And then in regular chat, we got a comment: seeing Cassius play a Time Twister and thinking you have to have one to play Commander in the last EDH, in the last Command Zone was like a big. That's kind of my point. I made like I had a really successful TikTok video I released last week that was basically saying that Time Twister getting as good as it is in the format is maybe an argument for it being banned like the rest of the Power 9. Like, it wasn't before because there weren't a lot of Narset-like effects, but with Wizards printing more and more cards like that, it seems more and more necessary that card might be a problem. Michael, how are we doing on sleeving and cutting and shuffling?
I'm ready.
Ooh.
I was just lining up my spell table camera.
All right.
I don't have a super fancy setup. It's just my webcam that's on the top of my monitor pointed down.
It's fair.
Sounds sweet to me. I hear an echo. Is anybody else hearing that echo?
Hello. I didn't get an echo. Michael?
No, I'm not hearing an echo.
Ooh, I think I think Michael is echoing.
Yes, that is what I hear.
Michael, are you muted on spell table?
I am not muted on spell table.
That would
I am now muted on spell table.
I no longer hear an echo. Hello, TAC042. Thank you for the follow, and thank you Eric for the follow, and thank you Anton Swish for the subscribe through Prime. We good. Oh yeah, we're so right now we're doing Modern we're doing modern reviews of Strixhaven, and then I believe, unless something big and newsworthy happens, so we have to all drink some water, everyone. We got to go hydrate rule. So
Drink.
No, I'm out of water. I'm unprepared.
Michael's unprepared. I drank some bubbly. Just drink. Yeah, you got to hydrate. No echo on the stream. Thank you very much. Thank you for the subscribe. Add acid toilet paper, which I don't think anyone would want to use.
That's Phil.
Phil?
Phil from the store.
Oh, hey. Cool. Welcome. Thank you for
Phil Wong?
Phil Wong?
It is.
Oh, what up, Phil? Hey.
Sorry I outed you, Phil. Like,
now everyone knows.
If you're trying to sneak watch.
What was I saying? I was on a rant about water before that. Someone wrote something up. Oh yeah. So after the review, we'll probably do a Modern Horizon 2 prediction video. That'll be, unless there's like some big news thing that happens, which could happen. Welcome to the world of Magic. But there's nothing really in line.
Right, that Modern Horizons 2 is going to have, unlike Modern Horizons 1, there will be reprints.
We know there'll be fetch lands. Do we know there'll be anything beyond the fetch lands?
Well, no, I mean, I think we know, because didn't Modern Horizon 1 had all new cards, right?
Everything but the snow lands.
Right. So I think when they announced the fetch lands, they said that Modern Horizons 2 would also have other reprints of cards that had been printed before Modern. So therefore, this would be making them Modern legal, but we're not entirely new cards.
That's what we did in Modern Horizons 1 as well. We got Lava Dart and Corpse.
Yeah.
What's it called? The one that Corpse Carrion Feeder. That's the one.
Yeah. Carrion Feeder was a good ad. Alex, are you playing first? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, I just named the ones I was excited about. I'm sure there's more competitively relevant ones, but Lava Dart and Carrion Feeder, those were the two that I was like, ooh.
Oh, I was all about Carrion Feeder.
I mean,
Onslaught Cycling Lands.
Lava Dart has seen a ton of play, and Carrion Feeder alongside Hogak and the artifact that was also printed in that lets you sacrifice and mill yourself broke Modern entirely. So
yeah, I knew that, but that didn't have anything to do with Carrion Feeder.
No, it did. Carrion Feeder was in that deck.
I get that it was like the best one drop sack outlet, but it wasn't the thing breaking Modern.
That is true.
Right, they could have done it with Viscera Seer.
Do I keep this hand? Maybe I do.
Michael is first, correct?
I do agree. Mama Angel in chat says, please reprint the ally talismans. Yes, those are getting so hard to find. And they're good. I want them.
If it follows the same rules as before, I don't know if reprints other than the fetch lands can be Modern legal cards, and those talismans are Modern legal. That doesn't mean they shouldn't reprint them, because they absolutely should. But I don't think Modern Horizons 2 is the place to do it.
I'm going to keep my hand. Am I correct? The order is Michael, Cass, Marshall, myself?
Yes.
Perfect.
That's what it looks like.
I will keep my hand as well.
Oh, yeah.
I'm mulliganing.
Oh, man. Sure. Yeah, I'll keep this one, sure.
Cool.
Oh, we did get a card that boosted Infect in Modern Horizons 1. We got Scale Up. That was definitely a thing.
Scale Up was pretty gnarly.
We also got...
It's hard to beat +5 power for 1 mana.
Yeah. I guess like the interesting there is like Infect... Does Infect need more Infectors? Like what does Infect need to be better?
More Infectors probably would be the best.
Like something that like another one-drop Infect?
Yeah, like I think a slightly more efficient pump spell, which is what they got in Scale Up, is going to be not as impactful as like more Infectors.
Like a red 1/1
They're
Infect.
just playing Glistener Elf, the Inkmoth Nexus, and Blighted Agent, right?
Yep.
So it's.
Ooh, what about a one?
I'm sure another 2-drop or less would be welcome. 1
and a green tap for green Infect. That exists, right? There's a colorless version of that. Plague Mirror exists.
Yeah, that's Plague Mirror. Yeah, Alex. So with Breena, just so I'm understanding, so if anybody attacks if anybody attacks the player with the highest life total, that player gets to draw a card, and you put counters on a creature you control. That's how it works.
Correct. So this ability applies for any player. So if any player attacks my opponent who has the most life, the player who attacks draws a card, and then I get to put 2+1/+1 counters on a creature I control.
Oh, Alex is playing Plargg. I get you. Okay, you're playing. Got it. Okay.
You can click in spell table or hover over his commander to see it.
No. I read it. It's anytime it's one of those cards that states like whenever an opponent, the player of that opponent, this thing happens. Those cards for some reason always confuse me. I was just
and Ben, you don't need to work. If I cast the white half of my deck, I'll give away a bunch of subscriptions because it's not going to happen.
Why is that?
It's like a weird lord that so the way like the two-sided commanders work, you don't always have to commit, and some that you wouldn't. But in my case, it's like one is doing a thing my deck is trying to do, and the other one is doing something my deck isn't trying to do. But it does offer white mana into my color identity, which is pretty much its purpose.
You just want a backwards looter in this reveal thing. That's all you're really playing the deck for.
I have said multiple times that if they printed a red-white looter commander, I would just play that if that was its only ability. The fact that it has another ability is gravy.
Cool. All right. I am ready to roll. Let's get going so we can maybe play this game. And
Alex, we got some Kess questions in the Twitch chat. I'm mulliganing to 6.
Go to 7.
Go to 7, but we're gonna skip you. That's your punishment. You're now last. For time purposes. Draw a card. Plains. And I will cycle Ash Barrens and say go.
Draw. I will play Tapped Secluded Step and say go.
I will draw. I will play a island. It's a Mercadian Masks old art island. I want you to know. And then I will play this Soul Ring, and that will be my turn.
Now it is back to Michael. So while we're waiting, we do have questions. I love Kess as a commander. There are two ways to play it in CDH. I have like Turbo Kess, which is turbo like as quick as possible. You are trying to win before your opponents do, and it is a race. And then the purpose of Kess in the deck is to let you, if you are interacted with in that first attempt, Kess is there to help buy you back into the game, and it's dope. I recommend it. I think I've posted the list somewhere. It's on my Arch deck page. I will find it in a second. And then we got a $10 super chat on YouTube.
Hey.
Thank you, Grant, again. And the question was, what legacy vintage cards do you all want to see printed into Modern? Not likely, but they would like Hymn to Torok or Chain Lightning. I think Hymn to Torok is too classically unfun. I still really want the blue-green Cascade friend. What's his name?
Shardless Agent.
Shardless Agent.
Yeah.
I think Shardless Agent would be really dope.
That seems like an easy printing in Modern at this point. I also think like probably at this point, just like Counterspell in Modern would be fine. I think we've talked about that a lot. I think Force of Will in Modern is probably fine, honestly.
I think Force of Will Modern would be the spiciest thing to add. I think that would be really cool. I like it almost not more than Counterspell, but comparably. I don't like Daze. I think we had a really good conversation on that, and maybe we should both listen to our last Modern Horizons predictions episode just to remember what we talked about and what happened.
So we don't just predict it all again,
or just like see where we were wrong and like figure out where we are going.
Yeah, it's a good idea. It's a good idea. Whose turn is it?
It is now my turn. Michael has gone.
Yes, I just played Woodland Cemetery and passed.
Mountain Plargg.
I do think it would be interesting to see like in a vacuum.
You get a second turn.
Oh.
No. We skipped Michael.
No. Alex went first.
We let him draw to 7,
now.
but went last.
Oh, okay.
It is now Marshall.
I do think it would be interesting to see in a vacuum, like based on where Modern was at and where y'all were at as players, like what your predictions were then and what they would be now, like without listening, like and how much there would be overlap. But I don't know. I also think it would be good to not overlap and learn from your mistakes. But
I think like a cool maybe patron exclusive would be to do a like.
I'll play
like
Hangerback Walker X = 1.
Like a watch along.
That sounds fun.
Of our original predictions, or maybe just do it live and just everyone can watch there.
Going to play the Sulphur Falls, and then I'm going to tap 4. I'm going to cast my commander, Golgari Prismarith. I will make a treasure token, and this treasure token will do nothing, and I will pass the turn.
You have we have a hangerback walker. You played your commander. That's not doing nothing.
I mean, it's just a 3/4
I'll
flyer.
play
I made a treasure.
Scrib Ranger and say go. Oh, I guess it has flash. Well,
I love Scrib Ranger, Michael. I think you know that.
I do.
I will
my favorite cards.
discard Squee Goblin Nabob and draw a card.
In my Yisan Commander deck, I have a Rebecca Gay signed foil Scrib Ranger that Marshall traded me.
It's a good one.
It is a good one. I was very excited to see that in the old trade binder.
Will you be done after that, Cass?
Yes, I'm done. After that.
Untap, draw. I will play Swamp. I will cast my commander, Breena the Demagogue. And then I will, let's see, all of my opponents have the most life. So I will attack. I guess I'll attack Michael because he's shields down. I'll trigger Breena. I get to draw a card and put 2+1/+1 counters. I'll put them on Hangerback.
That's really sweet.
Doesn't Breena say if that opponent has more life than another of your opponents?
Oh my gosh, you're totally right.
Which I do not have.
Ha ha ha!
Ooh.
Ah, what a fool!
Wait, what
I
happened?
am a fool.
What happened?
Y'all are all equal in life total, so Breena can't.
Are you going to be done after you don't trigger that, Michael? Or Marshall?
Yeah, I guess I'll be done.
I'm just going to tap this treasure here.
Wait 1 second. I have a response to Marshall deciding if he's going to attack or not. If I fetch, does that make it so you have to attack Ben?
It doesn't mean I have to attack anyone, but I see what you're saying.
If I lower my life total,
if he attacks me, he could put counters on his Breena
true.
or whatever. But I have Galazeth. I can just block.
Galazeth's a 4/3.
3/4.
Alex, if you fetch before he attacks, he's going to attack me. I mean, he already attacked me. I don't know if that's a takesy backsy based on not understanding.
It's a brand new card. You got to give
me. Yeah, no worries. I'm not.
One takesy backsy.
If one of every player attacks one of your
opponents, have a
takesy
takesy backsy, but if Alex fetches, then maybe you do want to attack me because then you could get your counters.
I'm fine. I'm going to let you not attack this turn.
No, but if he fetches, I still can't get it because you and Ben are tied.
Yeah, that was my question.
I didn't realize that Ben. I didn't realize Ben was not quite dethroned.
I have more life than another of your opponents. I have more life than Alex. Therefore, she's good, right?
Yes. So Alex,
if that opponent has more life than another of your opponents, which it would be Alex.
Okay. Yeah.
Then
so
you do
Alex,
the thing.
If you want to crack that Arid Mesa, that'd be dope. Then I would attack Michael, but otherwise I'll have to pass.
Okay. End of your turn. I will tap this treasure for a blue, and I will cast Brainstorm.
Dang, I thought Breena worked exactly like Dethrone. Did not realize the technicality going on there.
You need like a land you need to play lands that gain you life.
Trust me, if there was an Orzhov colored version of Grove of Willows, I'd be all about it.
Yeah, that's fair. That would be cool. That would be another land cycle I'd love to see printed. I guess it's maybe too powerful.
Those two on top, then I will untap. Draw.
I guess with fetch lands, I think that would be the land cycle I would want to see at a Modern Horizons 2. Would be the Grove cycle.
Very good. I will play this mountain. I will go red 2. Actually, no. Let's not do that first. Let's just start by attacking. I mean, I think we all know how this is gonna go. Alex, actually, we're all friends here. I don't need to do that to you because we're all friends.
Yeah, you know.
Normally,
the other
I feel
people.
it's politically the safest move. I don't want to offend people.
I thought you just liked murdering me.
Yeah. I'm gonna attack Alex for 3. All right. You have 3 coming at you in the air from a Galazeth Prismari.
I do.
Yep.
I take 3 in the air. It's messed up.
Okay. Second main phase. Let's go red.
I guess Marshall can now attack people that aren't me. This is great.
2. I will play a Leyline Tyrant.
Ooh.
Oh, man. I'm loving all the dragons that care about mana. You didn't even mention that one. I forgot that one got printed.
I'm like pretty. I mean, I have to tell you guys, for decks that I like normally would never want to build, I'm pretty excited about this one. Second main. I'm gonna play this Preordain.
So I have a question, Ben. Are you playing like the Dragon Counterspell?
Dragon Counterspell. I don't think so. Because there's too many good free counterspells that you can just play in this format, and I didn't want to play like a heavy counterspell deck.
Fair.
Are you talking about Silumgar's Scorn?
Yes, I am.
Let's see.
So Cosmosan 2000 says, since you all do modern content, I imagine you have some spicy CDH decks. I actually don't. CDH is not my bag. I'm more about the derpier theme decks. Like I have an
bottom draw.
I have an all books commander theme deck where every card has a book in the art. Like that's more my jam.
Marshall would be classified often in the
done. Go ahead, Michael.
Easy mode on Halo structure, which I need a better name for because I don't think it actually is easy. That's a bad name, but no one came up with anything better. That was a whole thing. Have you heard, Marshall, my like Halo ranking system for deck ranking instead of like 1 through 10?
Oh yeah, I recommended that they be like spiciness levels. It should be mild, medium, hot, and extra spicy.
I like that. That one's really good. I don't know if I saw that. It might have gotten lost. Sometimes I wake up and there's a lot of show
Michael,
more.
you got that I passed, right?
Yes, I somehow had 2 of the same card in my list, and I just drew the second one, and I put it over there. Sorry about that, and I'm going to cast my commander.
The world would have never known.
Well,
I'm going to fetch now while you do that.
And I'll pass, I guess.
House of Cards. So I saw Cody come out, and for a hot second I was like, oh my god, now I can have a book as the commander of my book deck. Currently, my book deck is commanded by Sidri Galvanic Genius because she has books in the art, and it's cool to animate books and then make those books attack people. Like, have your Urza's Tome and Jalum Tome and stuff attack people. But so when I first saw Cody, I was real hyped. But then Cody's first line of text saying that I can't cast permanents really cramps the deck style.
And Squeak comes
Ben and
by.
Alex do play CDH on this channel quite frequently, though, but Marshall and I are usually not involved. I have never played CDH, and I do enjoy competitive Magic, and I do enjoy Modern. My problem with CDH is, and this is an outsider perspective, and I know every person who's ever played CDH will tell me I'm wrong, but when I look at deck lists, it looks very samey to me because, you basically have to combo to win, and you are often rushing to the combo. I know that there are a handful of, more prison-y decks, but for the most part, you have to have an infinite combo because you're trying to burn through 120 points of life as fast as possible, and the easiest way to do that is an infinite combo, and you are generally trying to assemble it as quickly as possible. And I realize that there's a lot of different combos you can do,
Marshall,
and
it's your turn.
a lot of different color combos you can play, and kind of spicy stuff you can throw together.
Yeah,
But
Marshall,
it
it's
all
your
looks
turn.
really samey to me, and so I'm not about it personally.
To kind of build off of what Michael was saying, I have 2 CDH decks, maybe 3, 2, Kess and a Birthing Pod, a Blood Pod, and the format's really fun. It's like playing a format on purpose, though. It is a different format than normal Commander. And to Michael's point, it is like the thing I like most about Magic in general, and even this is true for Modern, is being able to build your own decks and come up with cool ideas. And I'm not enough of an expert in the format, and the format does have a lot of very structured shells that you play with that I would feel comfortable in being able to come up with new decks. So it loses some of the fun for me. I don't get to be as creative, which is one of the things I don't like about it. But I do really like playing the format, and it's really cool doing those powerful things. And I think it definitely has a space. It's just, I think it could be I think it is a little non-diverse for my taste at the moment in playstyle.
As you play more of it, though, I'm sure you'll get more comfortable brewing,
Sure.
right? I mean, if you enjoy playing with like the stock lists, at a certain point, you'll be like, oh, what if I try putting this with that or whatever, right?
Absolutely, and like
I'm gonna attack Michael with Breena. Was 1-3, and because Michael has more life than Alex, I will trigger Breena.
Nice. Good work, man.
So I get to put
Proud of
2
yourself.
counters on a creature. I'll choose Hangerback Walker, and I'll draw a card. So one damage coming at you, Mike.
I take it. I'm eating, by the way. That's why I keep muting when it's not my turn.
All right. Then I will cast. Let's see.
Scrib Ranger is pro blue, correct?
That is correct.
I'll cast Selfless Spirit, and I'll cast Micaius the Lunarch. X equals 1.
Okay, so we're going with a little diddler deck over there.
Yeah, just doing, just dirtly things. Go ahead.
I like it. I'm going to tap to add a red end of turn, and I will keep that red. Put a counter on this Leyline Tyrant to signify it.
I just always have like in my head like Leyline Tyrant like flying over things and just like the weird ribs on his back creating like a soft ticking sound, like he's a time bomb, just like waiting to go off above like the clouds and in on Zendikar, waiting to kill people.
I thought you were going to talk. I thought you were going to talk about how delicious he looked.
He does
ribs.
look delicious. That's like a lot of ribs, just like
Yeah,
just
right?
like ham
I feel
hot,
Leyline
like
Tyrant-
like
It's
about all
our
that-
delicacy.
all that mana he stores, very tender.
Yep.
I'm sure the meat.
Yep. Thanks for the subscription, Trans Tomoko. Hell yeah.
Michael, the tapping of your commander to do something can... actually, I can just hover it. Never mind. I'll read it. Just another target creature, put counters on it equal to the amount of life.
Yeah, I feel like I concur with Michael's assessment. I feel like I've watched a lot of CEDH to try and get into it, but it seems like literally every CDH game comes down to Demonic Consultation, Thassa's Oracle. Like, I feel like
Yeah.
I've watched at least a dozen CDH games on YouTube, and they all have ended that way.
That's one of the reasons I've argued for Thassa's Oracle being banned. I think like it does stifle the format. I know there's like other cards to replace it. And I don't think it's the most powerful card in the format, but I do think it is making it very samey.
I'm going to go to my attack step.
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
going to you, Michael, with this 4/4 Leyline Tyrant, and you, Alex, with this 3/4 Galazeth Prismari.
Don't like it. I don't like it at all. 1, 2, 3. I've taken 6 from your commander. So
take 4.
in chat, Acid Toilet Paper or Phil said one of the problems is the pub stomping issue. I actually think something that Quarantine should have accomplished at this point within the Magic community is the establishment of CDH as its own separate form of play. I think before, like, and Magic Fest Reno, basically, CDH was kind of a joke or something that didn't really exist or was like much more fringe. And so people didn't have the ability to say, I'm a CDH deck or I have a regular deck. Which would you like to play with? Now that that language kind of exists, I think going back to Paper Magic will be a lot better. I think a lot of people can say, hi, would you like to play CDH? And then people can be like, no, that's not the deck I
I
have
also think
available.
the problem doesn't come from CDH as much as it comes from people whose decks are a 9 out of 10, for example, and they're like, oh, well, I'm not CDH because I'm not playing XYZ, so I'm just going to jump in with all of you 7s, and then their deck is still way better than yours because it's like...
right.
Going
just
to
because you're not
cast-
playing Demonic Consultation Thassa's Oracle and you're winning with, Duskmantle Mindcrank or something, like, it's not that different.
I'm casting Garapper Aether Grid, and I'm also going to tap 3 and cast Mirrodin Besieged. And I'm going to choose Phyrexian, so I loot at the end of turn, and if I have 15 artifacts, somebody loses. There's none in my graveyard currently. I am tapped out, other than my 1 treasure, and that's going to do it for my turn. I will go to my draw discard and pass.
Drop.
Gonna discard a land card.
That's so in that note, that's one of the reasons I like the like 4 level, because I also think like 1 through 10 is so granular and no one actually knows how to rate their deck there. But I do think like my deck is trying to do fun things like Book Tribal, or I'm playing a Precon Commander deck, or I'm doing something that I know doesn't have the support like Pirates decks before Ixalan, or is like one level, right? That's opening tier. Then you have the next one, which is like where most Commander decks are like thought of to be, which is that more classic Battlecruiser Timmy style where Shivam likes to play. And then Heroic is, I think, where I'm generally at, which is I am trying to win here, but we are trying to do things that are cool and off the wall, but we are actively trying to murder each other, and will actively do so if left alone. And that's
it's
I think
like
where
command
Pub Saga
zone
is
power
like.
level, right?
Yes, exactly. Command zone power level. And that's, I think, where I'm happiest, and that's like the Heroic power level, and that's where those pub stoppers could live. Because at least then I'm like, fine, you're doing what we're saying you're doing. That's you're accepting that contract. And then there's CDH, which is like, no. This is like every single turn is every single play you make has to be correct, otherwise you're making misplays. You have a Gariper grid in play, Ben? Is that what that enchantment is down there?
It is. I have currently 2 artifacts though. I have a treasure and I have a soul ring.
Michael, what's the card with the die on? It's kind of glary.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out the glare. I think I know where it's coming from. I might be able to handle that between my next turns. But that is a Spike Feeder that I've just cast.
Gotcha.
Is that cool with everyone?
Spike Feeder and Breena can be friends.
Yeah, I'm going to gain 2. And go to 37, and then I'm going to put 2 counters on my Spike Feeder. Just a little cute, get an extra combo on my Spike Feeder and gain a couple of life. Nothing to see.
Hey, Mike, could I offer you to, would you like to draw a card?
I would have to attack Ben.
Yeah.
Ben, what's the face down card on your battlefield?
That is a treasure.
Oh, that doesn't block. But
Nope. I got no blockers right now.
We need to get you.
no. I kind of do need cards actually. Oh, he's gonna kill my Scrib Ranger though. All right, fine. I'll attack Ben.
Wow. Ballsy move, Michael. Really, really
I
ballsy
know.
move.
I know. I need the card. I'm willing to cycle this Scrib Ranger, I guess.
Okay. You
Cool.
asked for it. I guess I'm going to go to 39.
Heaven forbid.
Michael,
All
are you
right, I'm
done?
gonna see if I can figure out this glare issue. So I'm gonna step away, but I'm tapped out and I'm done.
Cool.
Guys,
I
while he's gone,
technically
I'll
can
have you
activate
know.
Scrib Ranger, but I have no reason to do so.
Untap, return Squee to my hand like a champion. Ooh. Oh, that's an option. Oh, you guys have just like really big stuff, and it flies and stuff. I don't like any of that.
Look, guys, I know he can't hear me, but I don't mind telling you I'm furious at Michael.
Okay. All right. You're spicy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh yeah, because I drew 2 cards this turn. Because Squee is dope.
What if the tiers were named after the psychographic? What if like basic tier is the Vorthos tier?
I don't think that's right though.
I think it's too much baggage.
All right.
Yeah, and it's a generalization. Like I think that like in general spikes are at the top, but I think that there are people from all psychographics at every other level, right? And realistically, there are spikes as well. Like a lot of the people playing these 9s in 7s, for example. I'm just going to use the 1 through 10 because I think everybody's familiar with it. Or I guess let's say the people playing the extra spicy in the spicy, but not quite the Diablo or whatever. Those people are they are spikes who are motivated by winning, and the reason they're playing 9s in a 7 group or extra spicies in a spicy group is so that they can win. And
I'm playing Thalia's Lancer.
just because they're not playing CEDH, it doesn't make them not a spike. They just want to be, a couple steps below so that they, for whatever reason, and they still want to like come to play groups where they're a little bit more powerful. I used to run a Commander League, so I've encountered a bunch of these people.
Alex, are you searching for a legendary card? Is that what's going on?
Yes.
Okay, keep going, Michael.
Yeah, no worries. I'm basically done. But yeah, I've seen a bunch of these people, and a lot of the time they come with their, Helm of Possession, Leyline decks or whatever to beat up on people whose decks are weaker than theirs, and they don't like they don't want to play CEDH because then it's a different experience where their opponent's on the same level.
Alex, are you thinking about looting with Plargg, or would you like to just straight up draw a card by attacking Ben? He did hit you first.
Oh, I grabbed Iona. Or Avacyn, sorry, not Iona. Avacyn. Iona's banned.
What, Avacyn is the indestructible one?
Yep.
Marshall, I hope you understand what you're doing with this whole rallying the group against
Look,
me. I've lost a life by now.
But what I'm saying is, if he attacks you with Plargg, then you get to attack Michael and draw a card.
No, you're thinking 2 steps ahead. I'm thinking about what you're inciting him to do right now, and it does not benefit me. We both know that.
I'm gonna
Does
attack.
my board look
Ben, I'm gonna
bad?
attack you in revenge.
I'm gonna burn your entire board to the ground.
Me? Marshall made me do it. It's Marshall's fault. I draw a card. Right, Marshall? I draw 1 card.
You draw 1 card, yes.
I'm getting an echo from someone.
How much damage do I take?
2.
This is...
Now you can
outrageous.
attack Michael, though. I'm letting you draw cards. And then
I don't think that math. Oh well, he could attack me anyway because I have more life than one of Marshall's opponents, no matter what.
Oh, okay.
Alex, you understand that when I get antagonized in Commander, I'm always going to take it out on you, right? 100% of the time?
That's not fair. You have other friends here. Michael
done
has
after
done.
that,
Marshall has done damage to you.
Are you done after that?
I am done. I have to go to discard. I am going to discard.
I do agree. Acid toilet paper. Timmy's tend to stick around at the bottom, but I also think that Timmy generally is good at scaling with their play group, right? Because they're just in it to have a good time. They're not like trying to beat you up or combo you out or whatever. They're just like they're good at scaling with the play group because if they're playing something that's way too strong or way too weak for their play group, then they don't get that like social good time aspect. And you can play something that's maybe a little bit too weak and still have a good time. I've definitely seen a lot of people who just enjoy running with a janky theme deck just for funsies in whatever type of play group, and they'll have a good time doing that. So yeah, but I agree that Timmy's do kind of have a top end.
On a note for this game, I just had to discard 3 cards the hand size just because I've been drawing so many cards with Plargg and Squee combined in a red-white deck. This was not a thing possible yet for anyone because no one can actually get some of these cards yet. Living in the
I'm gonna
future,
cast
baby.
Karlov of the Ghost Council.
Yeah, I think you want to avoid stuff with baggage too. Like someone was like, "Oh, what about like the formats? Like you're playing vintage, like CDH is vintage, and then heroic is legacy, and then like the problem with that is like that actually has ban list meanings and what cards are legal. I think that's I think you want to come up with something that is on its own. It's one of the reasons I don't like the name historic when there's a card type historic, to be honest. But here we live.
Okay. I'm going to attack let's
Do it. Don't you do it.
Yeah, there is definitely a like you can play a historic deck in historic.
I'm going to attack Michael, I think, for 5.
I like that move.
Trigger Breena.
Yeah, I take it.
I draw a card. I get to put 2 counters. I'll put 2 counters on Karlov.
Ben, you like that, but Marshall's just doing it because he knows now me and Michael are motivated to attack you instead of motivated to attack Michael.
I'll play an isolated chapel. An isolated chapelle.
We got it in chat. Plargg! It's good. It's a good name. Look at him. He's got scrolls flying around him. He's teaching people how to chaos.
I'm gonna play. Let's see. I'm gonna play Together Forever. Together Forever. I get to put 2 counters. I get to support 2. I will support Karlov. You're the great, Karlov. I support you. And I'll support Breena the Demagogue. And then I'll say go.
Marshall's board is getting pretty scary over there. I'm going to tap this treasure, add 1 red. I'm going to put it, save it for my tyrant. So I now have 2 spell mana waiting on this tyrant here.
Mr. Plargg.
Yeah, he's, you go to class. Make sure you don't turn your paper out on time. What is this, a neat pile of papers? F. Yep, love it. This is I would have done so well in this class. Whose turn is it? Is it Ben's turn?
I'm playing right now, yeah.
Thank you, Phil. Yeah, it was rough because we moved to a location with no parking, so like free events became a lot worse. Because like you're more willing to pay for parking if you're going to pay for entry anyway. But if you're just going to hang out with your friends and play some Commander, it's kind of sucky to pay for parking, and it kind of ruined it.
All right, so I guess because I want to draw a card, I do want to keep things back. So I don't want to just get attacked again. I will attack you, Michael. Well, actually, Alex, you don't have any blockers, do you?
I have a 4/4 first strike on the ground, but I also do not draw you cards if you attack me. If you attack Michael, you draw 2 cards.
No,
Doesn't
he
Michael
can't.
have 32?
Yeah, you're at 37.
No, the only person.
He only
I thought the
draws
only
cards
person.
if he attacks you, Kessler.
Why?
Wait,
Michael has less.
No, because don't you have the most? Because it doesn't include you, right, Marshall? It's everybody else.
Yes, it has to be one of my opponents if you want to draw. a card.
Okay, that makes sense.
And you have to have less life than the person or less life than an opponent. How is this? This card is.
It's if that opponent has more life than another of your opponents. So if he attacks you, you have more life than me, another of his opponents. So he will draw a card. If he attacks
Alex, I'm
me,
gonna
he
come
will
at
not
you.
draw a card because I do not have more life than any of Marshall's opponents.
Got it. Cool.
And do I get the counters or you get the counters? Marshall?
I get a counter, you get the cards.
I get the card. Alex, I'm coming at you for 3 in the air.
Cool. I
All right.
take 3 from your commander.
From the commander. I'm keeping the tyrant back this time. I draw. And then in my second min phase.
Does my board look really wonky to you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool, Milko. I didn't actually know you were a local. That is cool. I did not know that because I was not going on Mondays. I just got too busy after I stopped working at Heidi Ho to make it to Commander League. I kind of had to pick and choose when I was going, which was really sad, but it's May. Okay, cool. I know you.
I'm going to tap 1, 2.
Got the whole Southern California crew in the chat today.
I know. I feel like Marshall, you brought the Heidi Ho crew with you.
I'm going to cast Tamio's
Why?
Journal.
I messaged everyone that I play Magic with on Discord the stream to watch. So
I cast a Tamio's Journal, folks. Is that good?
Yeah.
sounds good to me.
We're at school. I feel like you want to take notes.
Investigating like crazy.
That's more of a me thing.
And
Tamio's
I'm
definitely
gonna end my turn. Go to my draw discard. Go. Seems good. I'll discard this Overflowing Insight.
That's a
And
card.
that's it. That's it for me. Yeah. Can you believe I'm playing Overflowing Insight in the deck? Really?
It's a
Did you guys
joke.
ever think you'd see the day?
It's quite a card.
What does Overflowing Insight do?
It's blue 4. Draw target player draw 7 cards. Sorcery.
Oh, did you just cast it or discard it?
I discarded it to Myriad Besieged.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, I'm all done.
I would imagine seeing you play this card. It says draw 7
7
cards
mana?
on it. 7 mana is a lot, and it is a sorcery, but
Cosmo-san, what is the Portland Commander scene like? Is it a good one?
Oh, you're asking Cosmo-san because they are from Portland, Oregon.
Yes.
Not they said that and are asking us because I was like, I don't know if any of us know anything about Commander in Portland, but now we will because Cosmo-san's going to let us know.
There is a mock sporting house that opened up in Portland recently. I think right before COVID, which is kind of unfortunate. But I went to one of the ones in Seattle and it was super cool. Or I guess the one that's in Seattle and the other one's in Bellevue. I will play this Walking Ballista for 1, and I will, I guess, gain 4 from my Spike Feeder, and then I will put counter. Oh, so I'll gain 4, go to 36. And then I will put 4 counters on my Spike Feeder.
Without mana, remove 2 to gain 2 life. Is that how it works?
Correct.
Remove 1 to gain 2 life. Is that what it is?
Remove 1 counter to gain 2 life. Yes, that's how I'm.
So you could
I'm
currently
adding
gain
some
8
counters.
life right now if you wanted to.
I could.
Guys,
I could
Michael's a
gain
problem.
10. I could gain 10 if I wanted my Spike Feeder to be binned, which I don't.
He's a serious problem, guys.
Willowdusk is an interesting commander to play against Breena.
Yeah.
Would you like
And
to draw
I
some
will.
cards, Michael?
No, I would have to attack Ben, which I don't really have a profitable. I guess I could attack Ben with Spike Feeder, but I don't. I mean, I would trade my Spike Feeder for his Leyline Tyrant, worst case, which I don't think I want to do. I'm good. I'm gonna pass.
I can make that work out for you.
No, it's okay.
Okay. I could make sure that you and your Spike Feeder are together.
You shut your trap, Marshall. He passed the turn.
Wow, aggressive. Give me that squee back. I will play this Flagstones of Tricare. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 cards in hand. Ooh, that was weird. Sorry, chat. Made a sound that vibrated with the microphone in a weird way. I think I want to do nothing. I will end my turn, and I will discard Squee. Go ahead, Marshall.
All right, into my turn. Micaeus the Lunarch is going to sing a prayer for all the homies. So I'll remove a counter from it, put a counter on each one of my other homies. And then I will untap.
Ooh, hello. Oh, what up, everyone? Hey, Olivia. Hi, friends. Welcome to the MMCast Commander live stream. It is Monday night. We are playing Commander with all new commanders. We are playing with Plargg, representing Lorehold. What up? That's me. We have Michael playing Willowdusk, representing the Witherbloom College. We have Ben Bateman playing Galazeth Prismari, representing the Prismari. It's in the name. And then we have Marshall James playing Breena the Demigod. And currently with lots of +1/+1 counters on their creatures. And things are going okay. I've been attacked a lot.
What's going on here? All right. I'm going to go to my combat step. I'm going to attack... let's see. Yeah. I'll attack...
I feel like chat is going to be on your side, Marshall, seeing that you're currently hanging out in the black-white color combo. Oh, the cosplay looks awesome. The giant owl scarf situation was so really cool.
I'm going to attack Ben with Karlov of the Ghost Council. And... No, wait, hold on.
How big is Karlov of the Ghost Council?
I think I'm going to actually go back.
We're currently getting blasted by Breena politics. We've all just squabbled amongst each other and made Marshall's board huge.
This is true.
So Hangerback Walker, who is currently a 6/6, is going to come at Ben. Karlov, who's an 8/8, is going to come at Michael. And
Glad I got attacked last time.
And I'll hit Alex with the Selfless Spirit.
It's a 3/1.
So trigger Breena, I get to put 2 +1/+1 counters on.
I'm going to... Okay. What's happening?
I get to put 2 +1/+1 counters on a creature I control, and I draw a card.
Okay.
I'll put 2 counters on... I guess I'll just put them on Karlov.
Cool. I'm going to cast Miraculous Recovery, targeting Avacyn and Angel of Hope. And I'm going to make a 9/9 Indestructible Avacyn, and I'm going to block your Selfless Spirit.
Okay.
It's a miracle.
What about you other guys?
She was stuck in the Hell Vault. A miracle happened, maybe caused by Liliana and Thalia, maybe not. I guess Black-White did make this happen, and Avacyn showed up, and she was like...
all of your permanents are indestructible?
Yeah, I'm currently living an indestructible lifestyle. Thank you for the super chat over on YouTube. Ben, I played in a band in Portland for years. I'm a Prismari guy too. Galazeth, let's go!
What are your...
6/6.
Ben, will you take 6? Yeah, it's a 6/6 coming at you.
Yeah, I don't like it, but I'm going to take it.
Zachman86 is rah go Lorehold though, and head's in the right spot. We just did
Where
some research.
Where are my Witherbloom fans at?
I'm gonna play Emeria the Shattered Skyclave, and I'll pay 3 life so it enters the battlefield untapped.
Michael.
Isn't Selfless Spirit dead?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Oops. Yeah. I'm going to. I'll pay 1 using Together Forever and target Selfless Spirit. So the next time that it would die, it's going to return to my hand, and I will sacrifice it to make my board indestructible.
I'm going to respond.
We got a Witherbloom. EDS Andrew. Michael, I also say that I might be a Lorehold in real life, but I play a Witherbloom on TV. And then
When you do that move, Marshall, to
Okay.
target it to make it returnable, the
Okay.
card you used is Together Forever. Are you able to activate that another time, or is it a tap thing?
Witherbloom
It's,
is my second
just
favorite
one
choice.
colorless activate, so I could
Hey.
activate it again.
So you can activate it more than once.
Yes.
Okay. We're gonna just let that happen then. That's a waste of my time.
Ooh,
So then
Belladros
I'll
is
play-
dope as well.
Marshall is a big problem for us. Can we all just agree on that? Bad news.
Yeah. You're the one that kept attacking into it. I fed him once. You fed him like 4 times.
I fed him one time. No, I literally have drawn one card.
Belladros
I'll
is
play
real
Selfless
spicy.
Conveniently ignoring me, Alex. Politics.
You did 9 commander damage to me. Why should I feel bad for what's happening to you?
I
You blamed me for something that it was not my problem. Okay, end of turn. I'm going to tap this treasure and add another red spell mana. Untap.
Thank you for your support, Mr. Orion24.
Witherbloom is my second favorite. I'm like really close to building Dina. I'm sad that Dina just comes with an I win automatically combo because it makes it like
Going to make
a must target threat.
I'm
but
going to make a clue. I'm investigating. This clue is going to go under Samuel's journal.
the Belladros is
And then
dope.
I'm going to draw.
I really like what he does. And he's so spooky.
I'm pretty hyped on Killian. I was in the middle of brewing the Killian deck when Breena's full deck was spoiled, and I was more eager to play Orzhov Politics than Killian. But I think Killian's super cool.
Yeah.
Can I get a little bit of a count of what's going on over here with your boards, guys?
I have an Avacyn
Yeah.
Angel of Hope. I have a Thalia's Lancers. I have a untapped Plargg. I have a red-white Source Open and 5 tap lands.
So Avacyn makes all your permanents indestructible. Michael, yeah, you've just got like a bunch of stuff over there, and then Marshall, you've got your Selfless Spirit, your Micaeus, Together Forever. So we're like all in pretty much agreement that because of Together Forever and Selfless Spirit, we are never going to be able to get rid of any of Marshall's creatures. Is that kind of the deal?
If you get rid of Together Forever, you can, right?
I'm in a blue-red deck. I don't really deal with enchantments very well.
That's fair.
Zach, man, I also do not usually build a lot of decks, but it's fun to do these streams because then I like force myself to build a new deck every time a set comes out and like try out new cards and it's pretty fun. But I usually just have like a couple of decks that I upgrade.
I'm like slowly trying to fill out the full 36 or whatever, one of every color combo, and it's like it's forced me to help to do that. The fact that Lorehold came out with like is now my favorite thing ever is like dope though. So I revisited red white, but I need to make a new blue red deck. I like don't like Nin that much. It's not very fun.
I have good news. There's just been a bunch of cool blue-red commanders printed.
I know.
Marshall,
I'm excited.
what are the size of your untapped creatures? You've got a Micaeus that's how
I
big?
have a
Yeah, the
Micaeus
exquisite
is a
plug.
2/2, Selfless Spirit's a 2/1, Breena is a 3/5. These two fly. Micaeus does not fly.
I like Karlov's little counter fort.
Yeah, building it around the little guy.
Selfless Spirit also currently does not have a counter
Selfless
on
Spirit
it.
currently does not have a counter.
So you can
correct.
kill Selfless Spirit right now regularly with your ping, and it's gone forever, Ben.
Oh, Together Forever requires it to have a counter on it?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
You can put a counter
Oh,
on
I
Micaeus.
didn't realize that.
Oh, how much does Micaeus cost to put a counter on something?
0.
Just have to tap him.
Oh, but then Ben can respond again because he has the ability to kill things with Gear per Aether Grid.
It's
Yes.
true.
So
All right, so let's start off by tapping this Temio's Journal and this clue to attempt to kill Selfless Spirit.
Well, Selfless Spirit is a 2/1, so you only need one of those to do that. Oh, no, you need
it
two
takes
artifacts.
two.
Two artifacts. You're right.
takes
You're
two.
right. Sorry.
Okay. I will respond by activating Mikaeus and removing a counter.
Then
Yeah, I thought some of the Quandrix cards were cool, and I was trying to choose between Witherbloom and Quandrix for this, but then I was like, it's just another blue-green deck. I mean, like, I can put some of the cool Quandrix stuff, but at the end of the day, I'm just doing blue-green stuff, so I decided to do this.
I respond and go for it a second time.
Okay, you're going to respond and go for it a second time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, those counters are going on the other creatures regardless.
Yeah, but let me make sure I'm doing this right. Okay. I will sack Selfless Spirit to make my guys indestructible until end of turn.
Okay. It's gone, folks. It's gone. I could have gotten a lot of mana out of my Leyline Tyrant if I had not done that. So I hope you guys all appreciate the sacrifice I just made.
You didn't even have to do that.
Look, man. You were getting to the point over there where just the counters, it was going to be like impossible to ever sweep or board wipe for anyone. I just felt like your shields were down. I had to deal with it when I could.
I guess, but now it doesn't change the fact that Kessler still has a 9/9 everything's indestructible angel over there.
Yeah, but I've only
I'm
cast
not as
3
worried about a
spells
single
this turn.
thing, and Kessler and I have an understanding, right, Alex? Right?
Yeah.
You have an understanding?
Yeah, I understand that if you attack me with your dragon again, we won't have an understanding.
So your one creature is now a 4/5?
This is a 3/5 flyer.
I've definitely been talking a lot on Twitter today about like Quandrix's position and how similar it was. I actually think when we play it in limited, it's going to feel very
Right.
different.
Hang on. It was a 3/5, but you activated Mikaeus, so isn't it a 4/6 now?
Oh, I guess I might have missed a counter.
I believe it's a 4/6 now.
Okay.
So I have to attack Alex.
Oh,
to
yes.
get-
Sorry. It has the right number of counters on it. 4/6. You're right.
Yeah. So I have to attack Alex to draw a card. Is that
Correct.
how this works?
Yep.
Unfortunately, he has a giant creature. You've got 1/1 flyer, a thing that gains you life, and a ballista with a single counter, Michael?
Correct. And Scrib Ranger does have protection from blue, as I know you have a blue attacker.
Yeah, so I will come at you with a Leyline Tyrant then for 4.
Okay, but you do not draw a card, for what it's worth.
Yeah, just trying to not waste my turns here.
Understandable, I'll take 4.
Okay. I will go to my end step, and I will draw a discard. Draw, and I will discard this Call the Skybreaker.
I do like a lot of the like fractal token stuff in Quandrix.
Yeah, I think
I do feel like that is fresh and new. Like, yes, it's +1/+1 counters, but it's
I'm
like
done.
pretty different from Simic +1/+1 counters.
I think people are giving it a hard rap. I think when we get to play it in limited, it's also just going to feel very different than what Simic was doing. And like when you play the commanders, they'll feel different. It's just like +1/+1 counters are such a useful tool that it makes it feel really ubiquitous because that's what Simic is about. But like you can use them in so many different ways. And like all the base power stuff and the like doubling, like there's only one card in all of Simic that doubles, and it's like a 6 mana.
Your turn, Michael.
Sorcery.
Doubling season was originally in Ravnica City of Guilds.
Was Simic in Simic wasn't in Ravnica City of Guilds though, was it? Was it one of the
Oh,
original 5?
I guess it wasn't. It was billed as a Selesnya card, perhaps, at the time. Okay, I will... This hand's not looking so good. I need to attack somebody to draw a card.
Yeah. Ben, attacking Ben will draw you a card. Just like that.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Ben. I really need cards. I'm going to attack you with my 5/5 Spike Feeder.
What? I don't have that much life. It's not looking that good for me.
Tonight, gonna have myself such a good time.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm just gonna have to really start to worry about my life total here. I'm gonna go to 26.
Okay. Oh, I draw when I attack. Sorry. So I will draw. Interesting.
Fertilid is
draw.
such a spicy card in that deck, Michael. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of what
Which
your deck
card?
is doing. Fertilid.
Oh, you know what? I didn't
not-
put Fertilid in here.
Oh yeah, I did.
I built my
meant
deck a little
Spike
bit last minute. I feel bad. I usually put a lot more thought into these things. Not to say I didn't put any thought into this, but I definitely feel like I'm missing more than I usually do. I would love some Fertilid action right now. I could always use mana, you know? I guess I'll gain 8 with my boy here. And I will put 8 counters on Spike Feeder still? Is it time to put counters on Ballista? I don't think so.
Oh, I lost everyone.
Oh, we lost you. I
lost
think
you.
you need to reconnect.
As long as the stream is still happening, we're good.
I believe the stream is still happening.
Cool.
They're watching you reconnect to Spell Table as far as I can tell.
I don't have Marshall now, though.
I don't have you either. Let me refresh my thingamajig.
Don't worry, y'all. Now that Wizards own Spell Table, they'll use their technical prowess to make it amazing.
Can you see
Kappa.
me now?
Kappa.
I'll pass.
I will untap. I will draw a card for the turn. Oh, I guess I didn't use Plargg. Well, mistakes were made. Ooh, I will play a Plains. Oh, I will get Squee back, though. Come back,
Oh yeah,
Squee.
Filth Urborg is cool.
Discard Squee, draw a card. All right, what do we got going on? Marshall's terrifying. Marshall, what are the you got Nicaeus, you got, what's the second thing?
This is Hangerback Walker
Okay.
with 7 counters on it. And then here's Karlov, and Karlov has 8, 9 counters.
Okay.
So Karlov's 11/11.
And then what's the big thing? And that's your commander. Okay.
And then my commander, who's a 4/6 flyer.
Got it. Okay.
But could I offer you to draw some cards and attack Michael?
I'm keeping my life total pretty high, which is maybe not smart, but what else am I supposed to do?
I think this is why I love Breena the Demagogue, because who doesn't they want to attack they have to get you, like Alex has to kill you and Ben and me if he wants to win. So it's like, Alex, you're going to try and kill those two eventually anyway. How about you draw a card while you do it?
I'm going to play Sneak Attack instead.
That's very scary.
And then pass the turn.
Sneak attack. Well, Alex did say his deck is a lot less about the Eldrazi Titans, so let's hope it's way less about the Eldrazi Titans.
Well, it previously was playing a copy of all of them. It is now, I believe, only playing one.
All 4?
It was playing all 5?
Oh, because you can play 13-mana Emrakul.
Correct.
Wow.
I think I'm going to help out the table, and I'm going to remove 6 counters from Karlov to exile Avacyn.
Ooh.
I had a feeling that was happening. I don't like it. Is there anything I can do?
Really old black-white characters exiling Avacyn.
Apparently, the stories of magic are told on Strixhaven, which is actually canon, so we're good. Actually, and the old one was also playing both of the angels that make the big angel-y meld card and the land red card that make the other meld cards. Those are currently no longer in the deck as well. I don't think I have any way to stop that from happening. I just don't like it. Yeah, Avacyn is exiled, and I'm sad. Okay. It's gone forever.
I'll untap. Draw.
Wait, Alex, quickly. You're supposed to draw a card probably before Avacyn gets exiled.
Oh, why?
Twitch has redeemed.
Oh, nice. Cool. It still gets exiled. But thank you, Twitch. I appreciate that.
Rip.
Oh, thanks, Mab.
All right, I'll draw a card. I'll play Vault of the Archangel.
Ben has a really good. If you go on the YouTube channel, we have a few different. Oh, we have to drink water now too. Thank you, House of Cards. Ben has a good red-white Kenrith deck that's really low to the ground and aggressive, and it's really cool. We have like a few videos up from the last couple of weeks. I've been playing it. I don't think last week. I think last week has the thumbnail, but you played black-red, so it's the week before that. I would go back then. It's really good.
Wait, whose turn is it?
It's
It's
Marshall's.
my turn.
Alex, what did you do on your turn? Did you
I played
do anything
Sneak
good?
Attack, and then Avacyn got exiled by Marshall before you untapped. Because he can exile any creature at instant speed with Karloff, with a black and a white.
Black,
available.
white, and remove 6 counters. So
Now, how many counters you got on any creature you control?
just on Karlov. So Karlov only has 3 now.
Got it.
I'm gonna play Crystalline Crawler, and it has Converge, and I spent 2 different colors of mana, so it enters the battlefield with 2 +1/+1 counters on it.
I don't know where that happened. Something happened good though.
It's super chat.
oh,
super
super chat.
duper chat.
Nice. Grand Dandanu. Another one. Wow, you're kicking butt over there. Wow, Ben stacked his deck pre-stream and still is behind. What gives? JK, JK, but where's the Winter Static Orb combo, Ben?
I mean, that is something I would like to do. I'll be honest with you. I feel I have some pretty good things going on here, but I'm playing nice and slow. You know, just nice and slow. It's all good.
All right. Well, I want to draw cards, so I'm gonna attack. I will attack. Let's see. I'll attack Michael with my. Let's see. Kind of want to keep all of y'all.
It only triggers once, though, correct?
Correct. It's as long as I'm attacking one of my opponents that has the most life or more life than another, then the thingamajig happens. I think I want to attack. Yeah, I'll attack Michael with Hangerback Walker, and I'll attack. Maybe I'll just leave it at that. No, I guess I'll attack.
Cosmoson, I did think it was really cool when they did all the like underrepresented tribes as the 4 decks that year. Oh no, I guess vampires was in there, which wasn't super underrepresented, but it was like cats, wizards.
Oh,
What was the other one?
Cats, wizards, vampires, and dragons.
Oh, dragons and vampires can get out of here. But it was cool that they did cats and wizards. Those are the 2 that I remembered because they were like the most memorable to me, because they were like not quite commander playable tribes at the time. And then those sets came out and it was like, wow, I'm in.
We've gotten some great like dinosaurs and pirates when they were like. I think one of the issues with Commander is Commander Tribal works differently than constructed Tribal. Like you want cards that gain value and do cool stuff versus.
I think I'm just going to
aggressive.
attack Michael with Hangerback Walker.
How
Trigger.
big?
It's a 7/7. Trigger, put 2 counters on Karlov,
I'll take 7.
and I'll draw a card.
When you trigger, hang on.
Okay.
Don't draw that card.
Oh,
Ooh.
Okay.
I'm going to Hull Breacher.
Hull Breacher.
okay. Look, he's playing a treasure tribal deck, so I think Hull Breacher is forgivable.
I drew one. I got 1 treasure out of it.
All right. Yep. I
You
don't
want to
draw-
be blue-red treasure. There's only so many cards you can play to make treasure.
Exactly.
You gotta do what you gotta do. I think.
I felt that it was not an unreasonable thing. I'm glad you backed me up there, Michael.
All right. Well, yeah. So I'll just put the 2 counters on Karlov then, and 7.
How big is Karlov now?
Karlov has 5 counters, so he's a 7/7.
Gotcha. Okay.
And
Karlov's a 7/7. Wow, the tables are getting big. Can we get some creature sizes over here? Karlov's a 7/7. McCase, what, a 4/4?
Macias is a 3/3. He's a 0/0 naturally, so he's a 3/3.
Okay.
I think you could build cat tribal at a high power level.
4/6,
Actually,
a 7/7, a 7/7, and a 3/3.
Okay, gotcha. And then Michael, you've got like a 1/1, 1/3. How big is your spike?
It is a 9/9.
Holy crap! And then
I
your
think
ballista
I'll
is just a
pass
1/1.
after
no,
that.
the dinosaur tribal stuff. You got a bunch of cards from
Alex, what do you have over there?
I have a sneak attack, a Thali's Lancers, and a tapped Plargg.
We have been seeing more planes that have dinosaurs on them, though. Not just Ixalan. Ixalan's the only time they've done tribal.
No,
But
Ikoria,
dinosaurs are like in the repertoire of like big
They're on
green
Ikoria.
red creatures.
And then
Yeah.
Okay.
Ikoria,
I'm
they
gonna
were
tap
pretty-
and make a
pretty-
red, and then
pretty
I'm also
heavily
going to
supported.
tap and make a red normal mana. So it's
There's
important
even
to
a
remember.
dinosaur lord.
4 of
Green,
this
green,
mana
white.
is only spell mana because it's created by my artifacts.
Yep.
And then 1 of it, which I'm going to keep with a separate die here, is just actually red regular mana.
Or are we gonna have like the storm player mana tokens out, where it's like red
I'll
can only
just
be
keep
spent on
you
instant
guys
sorceries.
It's a little weird, I know, but I mean, I've got a lot of shenanigans going on with this deck right now. There's like a lot of ideas here with this deck, though. I have to say, I am proud of how kind of like, just like, what the hell is going on?
Dino Hydras, that would be dope. That could happen. Dinosaur Hydra. That could just happen on next time we go to Ravnica.
Seeing spoilers for Ikoria was great because there were so many like Dino Hydra or like Nightmare Cat Dinosaur or whatever. Like
right.
I love that.
Brushwags.
Oh yeah, you can't go wrong with the brushback. So now I name that on Arena. There, there's
We lost
the card.
Ben. We lost Ben.
Oh, I have to rejoin.
on spell table. Yeah.
Yep.
Exiled
We've been
away.
playing
In,
this game too long.
There's crippling fear or whatever from Kaldheim is like name a creature type.
Thanks,
Creatures
Kazasan.
not of that creature type get -3/-3. So a lot of times I'll just play it with nothing on my battlefield because it's just like a sweeper to kill all my opponent's stuff. So I always name Brushwag.
So your thing's a 9/9, correct, Michael? Your
Correct.
spike?
Yes. Spike feeder is a 9/9, and then I have a 1/1, 2 1/1s, and a 3/3.
And then you've got 2 7/7s over there.
I have a bunch of mana untapped as well, for what it's worth.
Got it. Okay.
Big heads, little arms, 20 long necks.
Hydrosaurus Rex.
I mean, Hydroid Krasis was a jellyfish Hydra mutant, right? Isn't that it?
Yeah.
And there's snake hydras, right? Like there's been a few different hydra plus plant, a few plant hydras, right? Phytohydras.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I like.
I had a pet
I'm a
Phytohydra
big
once.
fan of simic creature types, and that's why I like. That was one thing I really liked about Ikoria is we had a lot of simic-y feeling creature types, but for like, types that you wouldn't see on a simic card, like cat.
There's a goat hydra from
Nightmare.
Ikoria, which is dope.
Okay.
Oh, turtle
all
hydra!
right.
There was the turtle hydra.
There was a turtle hydra,
You
snake
like Turtle
hydra. Hydra
Uh,
I
hound.
need to desperately use the restroom for 1 second, guys. I'm in the middle of a turn that is a big turn, so I'm gonna be right
you
back
do
in 30
that.
seconds.
We got Hydra
Turtle
crossover tribes to talk.
Hydra horror.
Hydras here.
So wait, here's my question. We know that the 5 colors have their 5 iconic creature types, and there's been like a demon dragon in Malfagor. Has there been a demon angel?
There has
Wayward Angel was an angel that became a demon if you had Threshold, but I don't know if there's a straight up just angel demon.
I don't
on the
believe
creature
there
timeline.
is. Kalia is the closest, and Halo Hunter references angels. Ironically, was printed in the one standard environment where it was needed, but the creature it was needed for had protection from demons.
I don't think there's ever been a creature that's been multiple iconic creature types, has there? Like,
Dragon
Well,
demons.
there's kind of-
Malfagor.
Malfagor.
oh yeah, I should know that. I had a Malfagor deck for a long time.
I have one right now. We've played it on this
And-
stream.
For a while, when demons were not copacetic and vampires were the big thing, we had
Dragon, vampire.
Vampiric Dragon, who was a vampire dragon.
There's also a horror hydra.
Yeah, but horror is whatever. They
Yeah,
can
yeah,
slap
yeah.
horror on anything.
Now, the
Hydra
thing is, I want to
beast.
see, like, I feel like it's only a matter of time before we see a demon Hydra. That seems like a natural thing to happen. But what about like a demon Sphinx or an
We've never
angel
seen a
Hydra?
zombie Hydra, have we?
We have
zombie Hydra would be cool.
Polurukronos is a zombie Hydra.
Oh, yeah.
So I have every
Let's
Hydra.
Turned.
Let's do some attacks here. I lost Michael's board. Just me though. Nobody else.
I have Michael. We have lizard.
I can leave and come back.
I believe we have every reptile. We have lizard, not every reptile, but we have lizard, snake, and turtle, which are the main three.
The main.
Marshall.
Marshall's the board.
The big three of reptiles.
Yeah.
Marshall's the board I do not have.
Crocodile Hydra is what you're saying.
Well, but crocodile lizards are thin line.
Alex, tell me your creatures again. You have 2/2 and what else?
I have a 4/4 first striker, a sneak attack, and a Plargg. That's tapped.
And Marshall. Oh, I can't see Marshall's board, so it is what it is.
Yeah, spell table's being weird tonight. I don't know what.
All right. Well, I guess what I'm going to do is go at you. How much life do you have? Or you have 37. Okay, so if I attack Alex, then I get to draw a card and do the whole thing.
Well,
okay.
the Orzhov Angel Sister was a prequel version of her. If we went back to Innistrad, she could come back resurrected as a demon angel. Like a fuse of her
angel?
I think a zombie angel. I feel like I would be
Yeah, I mean part of like Liesa's story was being a notched demon because Avacyn was like, you are consorting with demons too much and I will kill you.
Well, I'm saying
I'm
like
gonna
if she got resurrected
4 in the air, that's all I'm going to do.
Yeah, no blocks.
Like Sigarda was like, I had one sister that her remains haven't been corrupted by Emrakul, and like uses her and like Grizzlebrand's body and makes like a combo. I don't know if that's a thing that makes sense, but it also goes kind of against the plan. Or like the Stitchers do it, they just bring it back. Innistrad has some wacky things. You can make it happen.
All right, so what I'm going to do
what
is
the names of the Innistrad twin sets are going to be called. I don't recall it off the top of my head.
One is a wedding,
We did see them.
and one is like full moon rising, I think, or something along those lines. I can look it up.
Yeah, I think what I'm going to do now is go ahead and go.
Speedyford.
Hey, Speedy. Midnight Hunt and Crimson Vow.
1, 2.
Midnight Hunt is werewolf
4,
themed,
5.
and Crimson Vow is a wedding involving vampires. People
For 7 mana. I'm casting Nexus of Fate.
Yikes! Yep, that happens.
Okay. And it reshuffles, right?
Yeah.
Ben's the only blue player. Wow.
Yeah, because
Nobody played the other blue guild. Yeah.
So there's going to be a vampire wedding. So what's the over/under on its Sorin marrying Olivia?
High. It's a high. Bets are high. Expected, or it's a Markov marrying a Voldarin.
Okay. Then I'm gonna tap 5, and I'm going to sacrifice a treasure.
Is there a third house?
I'm going to cast Niv Mizzet Perrin.
Falconwrath?
Yes. Okay, so it could be a Falconwrath.
Wait, I believe treasures you have to tap to sacrifice them.
You do have
Yes,
to tap treasures to sacrifice them.
Oh.
So you either have
Can't
to
do that.
You either have to use
okay,
them as box diamonds or sacrifice them.
So do me a favor because I don't have treasures in front of me. Let me use one of the mana from this.
That was
here.
we were talking about that in Heidi Ho.
Let me just bring this down to 3, and then we should be fine. Because I'll have 1 left over, so then I can tap and sacrifice it. That make sense?
As long as you know the rules work, I'm allowing it.
I'm just saying that for the Nexus of Fate, I'm going to use one of my floating mana from this Leyline Tyrant that I could use on it instead of tapping one of these.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then I have it open,
Yeah.
so I'll tap and sacrifice.
Sure.
So I cast the Niv Mizzet Perrin. Okay, so that's done. I should have cast it first, so I could have drawn a card off of the Nexus, but I didn't because I'm a fool.
Yeah, so worms don't have any specific magic lore, but they are like a mythological dragon without wings.
Wait,
Like
hold
in-
on. You're in. Oh, so you're looting at end of turn, right?
Yes,
Okay.
correct.
Cool. And then after you're done, but before you proceed to your next turn, I have a response.
Yeah, I think a worm and a dragon can't
Discarding a
actively be
land.
the same card type because one
do you
is the lacking of features of the other.
Yeah. Worm is just a dragon with no
Arms
limbs.
and legs, yeah. It can have wings, but not. It doesn't have to have them.
In your
They have never had wings in Magic.
Not in Magic. That's true. Soup in the chat.
I guess actually that's fine.
Did I
You
say
can continue with your turn. That's fine.
is Worm and Worm different things?
On tap. We're gonna get a.
Yo, Lady Danger. Ben is a fool. Confirmed.
fool,
You heard
lady.
it here from the horse's mouth. We got
Oh,
Witherbloom.
she's
We got
being
more
ridiculous.
people on the Witherbloom side in chat.
Excellent.
Well, I know
Okay.
Ben's going to want to draw some cards here, so he's going to want to swing at Alex. I mean, he likes to swing at Alex anyway.
Why me? Oh, I have more life than people now. How'd that happen?
I don't know, but heavy hangs the crown.
I also have sneak attack just sitting here.
Okay, so I'm gonna go.
Yeah, they're definitely more Dune inspired, and worms are limbless dragons. Witherbloom rep.
I mean, like, worms from Alpha, like scaled worm, looks more like a Wyrm.
Extraplanar lens is going to exile this mountain.
Yeah.
I refuse to pronounce Wyrm and worm differently. That was
Well, I was trying to differentiate them in my sentence.
That was
so.
it. That was the one time. That's what you got. That's it. This stream exclusively got me saying the worm differently.
Oh, sorry. When I drew a card off of Niv Mizzet, that's going to deal 1 to Marshall. So Marshall. Oh no, it won't deal 1 to you. What are your creatures again? You have like some 7/7s or whatever.
Nice.
Yes. I have a 7/7, a 9/9, a 3/3, a 3/3, 4/6.
Thank you, Phil.
How'd you
for
get a
giving Lady
how'd you get a
Danger
9/9?
sub.
Oh, because of the attack.
You can baby soup Yoda with
yes.
us, or soup baby Yoda with
Oh,
us.
no, sorry.
out there.
It's not You're right. It's a 7/7. These are 7/7.
Michael's got a 9/9. You have 2 7/7s.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna deal.
Ascending order of size.
One day we'll have.
I'm gonna
more
deal that
units.
1 damage to one of your 7/7s.
We actually have unlocked them. I just haven't designed them yet.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Oh,
try to
that's
finish my
true.
turn here, so let's all just try to let me talk because I got a zillion things to do, and then I'll pass because it's
There are
gonna take
baby.
me a minute.
There
So
are baby Yodas in the chat. That's more interesting.
great. Maybe Alex, do you want to just mute yourself for a second and talk to the chat because I'm gonna be talking a lot for a second, and then we'll just because my turn's gonna take forever.
Okay, just take your turn.
All right, so 1 to 1 of your 7/7s, Marshall, and then
Do you
I am going
prefer-
to. I don't really care which one. Just one of them is fine for me.
Okay.
I did cast an extraplanar lens, exiling a mountain. So if anybody has mountains, they are worth double now. I'm then going to use this 3 mana from my Leyline Tyrant to cast a spell. Plus this. Yeah, let's do that. Let's tap 1. I'll leave that back. Let's use this 1 floating reds. That's up to 4. Then let's do 5, 6, 7. Off this artifact mana. And I'm going to cast Volcanic Vision, attempting to return Overflowing Insight to my hand.
How are you doing that?
I used 4 mana off the Leyline Tyrant, and then I tapped 3 clues.
Just what card did you use to return it? I guess.
Volcanic Vision. So what's going to happen is if it resolves, I'm going to return a 7-drop to my hand, and it's going to deal 7 to each creature my opponents control.
Well, I will have responses, but Michael is first in the turn order.
I will deal 1 to you, Ben, with Walking Ballista, because I don't like that very much. And I guess I'll also sack my Willowdusk to Mirren.
To what? To what?
Mirren the Moaning Well. Just gain life equal to her toughness.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, we definitely need a dab. I need to be able to dab with Tappy and the Spike Feeders. I feel these are like my 2 most used emotes, and I would like to add myself and or us to it in some fashion.
Yo, Dab.
I'm just gonna let my
All
things
right.
die. Thali's Lancers dies, and Plargg goes on top of my deck.
Well, So when it gets to my turn, let's see.
How come Plargg goes to the top of your deck?
Or not? Sorry, he's in my command zone. Whatever.
Command zone?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to activate Mikaeus to put a counter on each of my other.
So when you do that, let's just really quickly so I can respond in case I need to. So one of them has a point of damage on it, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So that one would then have a ninth, would have an eighth power, but would still die.
Mm-hmm.
So I would need to deal 1 to one of the others. Like, what's going to be the biggest creature after this activation?
I mean, both Hangerback and Karloff are both 7/7s, about to be 8/8s.
So one of them will die anyway, but the other one I have to deal 1 to?
Yes.
Okay, got it. So we'll let it resolve, and then I can deal the extra point afterwards.
Okay, so put these counters like this. Then,
Or I suppose I should deal the 1 to the Hangerback before the resolution, so you get 1 less counter. No, that won't make a difference, will it?
Sorry,
Yeah, it won't make a difference. The 7 still has to get dealt, so...
So I'm gonna let me do this is because currently I have 3 creatures that okay. I'm gonna tap 3, 4, and then I'll remove a counter from Crystalline Crawler to make 4 mana, and I will cast one of my favorite cards in all of Magic. I will cast Comeuppance.
What does it read?
Oh wait, this doesn't do what I thought it did. Oh, lame. Okay, I don't want to actually cast Comeuppance. I will use that 4 mana instead. Let's see. So I have yeah, that doesn't do what I think it did. So Volcanic Fallout does it just to each creature your opponents control. Okay. Alright, so the counters happen. I'm going to then remove the 6 counters from Karlov and target Niv Mizzet to exile him.
Karlov. Which Karlov are we talking here?
Karlov of the Ghost Council.
Karlov of the Ghost Council. Because the other thing is that when I cast the spell, I have to trigger Niv in the first place, which is the thing I was forgetting to do. That's the other point of damage to the other 7/7.
Sure.
Is the Niv.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm
still trying to get rid of Niv because Niv is scary.
Move 6. And then I can. Gotcha. And it's just target permanent?
Triumph question got buried.
Exile target creature.
Or target creature. But all of your creatures will be gone after this, correct?
Presumably.
Yeah, it's fine with me. Niv can go.
Okay. Then I will also. I'm going to tap 1, use Together Forever, and Together Forever targeting Mikaeus. Then I'll remove a counter from Crystalline Crawler to Together Forever Hangerback Walker.
Can I just really quickly... Together Forever refers to it if it has a counter on it.
Correct. It says choose target creature with a counter on it. When that creature dies this turn, return that card to its owner's hand.
So I'll go back to your hand is what will happen.
Yeah.
So you're going to try to return the whole squad to your hand is the deal?
Yeah, as many as I can afford, yeah.
Alright, I think it's probably... I want to back something.
Go. Yep. What are you trying to back? You can't back up based on... Well, what do you want to back up?
I want to back up based on... I guess, like, lack of understanding of something. Well, no, that's not actually fair. We'll just keep moving forward. I've got so many things going on over here. That's fine. Do your thing.
Okay.
Do your thing.
And then
exiled.
Yeah, so ultimately I'm going to be targeting these 3 guys with Together Forever from Crystalline Crawler. Let's see, I had 4. Yeah, I had 5 mana total, so I spent 2 of it to exile Niv Mizzet, and I spent 3 of it to save these guys. And then I've got no other responses.
Okay. So then, does that mean everything dies?
Oh, I guess Crystalline Crawler doesn't have Summoning Sickness, so I'll tap it, put a counter on itself, and then remove so that it gets to target itself. So, yeah, so I guess these 4. Breena will go to the command zone.
They all die.
I do think we'll get another cycle of triumphs. I think they'll finish it off. They're super popular. I don't know if they are modern playable. I think maybe as one-ofs once in a while.
So then, second main phase, I'm going to put Polluted Delta into play. I'm going to tap Tamiya's Journal for 1. We'll tap Soul Ring. Does that even work, actually? Soul Ring, Extraplanar Lens. That would be blue, colorless. Blue, colorless. Here, blue. And I'm going to cast Overflowing Insight. And I'll draw 7.
Wait, before you draw any cards, hold on one moment, if you don't mind. I will sneak attack.
Okay.
Putting Zealous Conscripts into play, and I'll steal your Hull Breacher.
That's a good play. I approved that one.
So Conscripts is steal target thing, right?
When it enters the battlefield, gain control of target permanent until end of turn.
Okay, I'm going to cast this Deflecting Squat for free because I have my commander.
Okay.
And I'm going to make it so that your Conscripts, in fact, steals...
Is it ability and or just
Yes.
spell?
Spell or ability.
Damn, nice.
Your Conscript is going to steal itself.
Okay, I have it in my hand.
Congratulations. You got a Conscript.
I did it. Damn.
I'm going to draw 7.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. That would have been sick, though.
I was excited about it. I dabbed a lot. Now I have egg on my face.
All right, so I think that's pretty much going to do it for the pre-combat. So then people have no creatures, correct? You have a Conscripts in play that's going to die end of turn. What's that thing next to Conscripts?
Sneak attack.
Sneak attack.
Oh, got it. And Michael, your creatures over there are actually dead, right?
Scrib Ranger is dead, yes. Did Spike Feeder die? Did you deal 2 and more damage to it, or did it just take 7?
Oh, fuck. I was, intending to do that. I got wrapped up with this song and dance with Michael, or with Marshall.
Well, he had a lot more going on than I did. I just had a 9.
I know, but my intention was to kill everything. That's annoying. I have the correct cards to do it.
Lady Danger. Angry Ben is Angie. That's true. He did wreck me. Oh, yo, Joe. I have something to show you.
Well, I guess I forgot, so it is what it is.
I carried this just in case of emergency.
Oh, I've seen that cut out so many times in my life until I actually watched the show.
I'm going to go at Alex for 3 with my commander. And I'm going to go at Marshall. You have no creatures, correct, Marshall?
I have 8 Thopters.
Oh, yo.
Oh, you have 8 Thopters. And Michael, your thing is
My
tapped.
Hangerback Walker had 8+1/+1 counters on it.
Michael, I'll come at you on the ground with the Hull Breacher, and Alex, I'm coming at you for 3 in the air with my commander.
You get to draw a card when you attack Alex.
No, that's not true because he killed my commander.
Oh, you're
dead.
Wow, I'm so used to like trying to pay attention to that.
I don't have a response. I take
Not-
3 more from the commander. I'm just going to keep holding this in there until Joe watches
And
Avatar.
that'll end my second turn, and then I'm going to draw a discard for
My arm's getting tired.
Sieged.
That was the reason I called you.
And I'll discard this
I'm going to
Prismatic
take a
Vista,
screenshot.
and I'll pass.
When I get a chance, I'm going to put it there. I'm going to move that out of the way. I'm going to Apple save.
I'm done.
Just going to freak out everything. You're done.
All right, I'll play Bolus's Citadel.
Ugh.
It's a good one.
Play a land. Great Bolus's Citadel as usual.
I'm going to say something controversial, but Avatar: The Last Airbender is better than Breaking Bad.
You are meant to sacrifice that conscript, Alex.
Oh, what's happening?
And I'm gonna pass.
Why am I sacrificing it?
Because of sneak
Because
attack?
you
Oh.
attacked it in.
I snuck it in. Cool. You're right. That's the thing that happened.
They snuck in and now they're going to sneak to an early grave.
You're passing.
I'm done.
All right. I'm
Yep.
going to untap. I'm going to be sad because I really wanted to have 7 treasures on my turn. I'm going to draw for the turn. How big is Hall Breacher?
3-2, I think.
3-2? Okay. All right. Okay. I'm going to play this here Core Haven. What do I want to deal? What does Bolus's Citadel do? it's another lot of words that I have to learn.
You may look at the top card of your library anytime. You may play the top card of your library if you cast a... you may play the top card of your library. If you cast a spell this way, pay life equal to its converted mana cost rather than pay its mana cost. I can also tap it and sacrifice 10 non-land permanents. Each opponent loses 10 life.
I have not. I'll make you a deal. I have actually not watched The Wire, which is maybe my great sin, and I will trade you The Wire for Avatar. Bolus's Citadel sounds like a lot of life. What's the best play here? I guess I could just do that and then get that. And then that seems good. Because I have that for later. Yeah. I like that. I like that move. Oh, and all my red mana taps for 2? Oh no, life's great. This is wonderful.
Just mountains. Don't get too wild. Basic mountain.
Just basic mountain. Okay.
Cards with the name mountain.
Got it. Okay. Not as excited. I was excited. Now I'm slightly less excited. Oh, I forgot the grab squee. It's fine. So I have 1, 2, 3 creatures in my graveyard. Six, 8, 10. Gets me 3. Okay. That's a cool situation. And then any permanent, so I can get a mountain if I need it. That's cool. Or like Marshall has all these 1/1s, but I feel like Marshall, you're not like trying to aggro me out here, right? We're on good terms.
That's not my jam.
Okay. All right.
I'm playing politics.
I will 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, did I count wrong? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Oh, so I do have 10. But I don't really need that last card. I'm gonna play Marshall's Anthem.
My anthem?
Yeah, this is your anthem. I'm gonna
Which
get.
one is that?
That's Marshall's Anthem multi-kicker. Creatures you control get +1. I'll bring it up. Creatures you control get +1/+1 for every time it is kicked. You reanimate a spell or reanimate a creature.
Okay.
So it's a glorious anthem that reanimates X creatures, where X is twice the amount that he kicked it.
I'm gonna reanimate Thalia's Lancers as well as my steal your girl Zealous Conscripts, and then I'm going to trigger those. Do you have an issue with that, Mr. Bateman? Anything you can do?
Do you have a sack outlet or something that you can take my thing and sacrifice it?
No, I don't.
No, it's fine with me.
Okay. What card's good here? Oh, what is the order on that? That's a spicy option. You have so much mana that you'll just pay the 2, so I don't think that'll ever happen. For the new card. Oh, that's not fun, though. I won't do that. I'm not going to be the guy who hull breachers and wheels everybody out of the game. I feel like that's not fun for anybody.
Yeah, don't do the mean thing just because it's what Ben would do.
How many artifacts do you control, Ben?
Not as many as you'd think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7. Okay.
Trying to figure out how to beat the glare situation here.
Can you defeat the glare? That's like cool. Oh, it has to be legendary. Okay, that changes. Oh, I can only get that card anyways. All right, that's helpful. Let me just get the spiciest thing and just throw the big thing at someone. I'm gonna get Kozilek, Butcher of Truth.
Frick.
Put that in my hand. And then I'm going to steal... I don't know what's like interesting to steal.
I mean, Bolus's Citadel is pretty cool, even if you're... because it lets you just start casting a bunch of spells off the top of your deck for life.
Well, I just get to do it until end of turn, though.
Yeah.
I guess I'll steal Spike Feeder.
That's so rude. I have nothing going on here. Alright, I'll just, Well, okay.
Oh,
You
wait,
can-
wait. Then he just fetches. There's nothing else that's interesting to steal. Everything else is kind of lame.
If you take my Spike Feeder, how much life will you gain off of it? Are you going to take the full 18? Like, if you're going to kill my Spike Feeder, I'm just going to gain 18. I'll let you gain a few life. But I want you to give it back to me with 2 counters.
I will give it back to you with 2 counters.
Okay, you can have it.
All right, how much life do I get?
If you want to leave it with 2 counters, you gain 14.
Cool, I gain 14 life.
Okay.
Was that 27, 14? Yeah, okay, 41. Cool. Zealous is taking the Spike Feeder. That was the thing we're doing. All right, I am done. That was my turn.
Okay. Untap, draw. Huh. Well, that is not a land.
Who's left? I got distracted. Oh, I need to paste this on Twitter. That's what needs to happen.
Well, yeah, I guess as long as Hull Breacher's in play, there's no drawing extra cards to be done.
Nothing else to be done. You have no plays here. Nothing you can do.
I know I have plays.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast a. I'm gonna cast Parasitic Impetus, targeting the Hull Breacher.
I'm gonna have to spell
It is-
parasitic.
Parasitic. Impetus. It's the one with the horse. You just
Got it.
scrolled past it. It is an enchanted creature
Parasitic
that says
Impetus?
enchanted creature gets +2/+2 and is goaded.
So it
Which
must
means
attack
it
you
has
every
to attack-
time?
Huh?
So it has to attack you every time?
It has to attack not me every turn, and it gets +2/+2. And every time it attacks, its controller loses 2 life, and I gain 2 life. So, this is on the Hull
So it's a
Breacher.
4/4, huh?
Thalia's Lancers is really dope. I really love this card. It's like rising to the top. Actually, I've played 2 of my favorite white cards in Commander. Miraculous Recovery is also up there as one of my favorite cards in Commander. Instant Speed Reanimate, put a +1/+1 counter on a creature is real good.
Then I think I'll play Crystal and Crawler, and it enters with two +1/+1 counters because it can converge. And let's see. Then it's attacks time. I feel like I should attack a little bit. I'm gonna. I'll send 4 of my Thopters at Kessler.
Are you sure you want to send Lopters at me? I thought we were good. I thought feels like a betrayal. And I
It's
feel like
not that we're not good. You said, "Am I going to smash in and kill you?" And I'm like, "No, but I might chip in for 4 damage since you're at 41 life." You got bigger fish to fry than these.
Yeah, I don't want to take that 4 life though. You could be attacking.
Someone
You could be
37.
attacking.
Trust me, 37's a
You
good
could
life
be-
to be
you
at.
could be
It's what
attacking
I've been at
Ben.
for like 5 turns.
You could attack Ben and just lose one friend.
It's not a good idea.
I've
Don't do
goaded
that.
Ben.
That seems medium. Okay, all right, fine. I'll take the 4.
All right,
Alex,
I'll go
I feel like you didn't give me any credit for the fact that I played a 7-drop, returning a 7-drop to do something in a game of Commander.
I was unhappy that I could not
represented
steal all the cards.
14
I give you
mana.
nothing.
And it was like legitimate, actually cast. Like those were both cards in my deck.
I'll go to my instep and I will discard Nils Discipline Enforcer, which I already sort of felt like this guy's not very good, but the whole time he's been sitting in my hand, I'm like, this guy doesn't feel very good.
Nils.
He's the new white legendary from the Silver Quill. He plays a little bit like a weird Wafa Hazid.
Okay, each creature with 1 or more counters on it can't attack you or planeswalker. Oh, that seems pretty good. It works with what you're trying to do, which is like don't attack you and get bonuses. So like we kill each other.
Yeah. But
Is
he
it Ben's
doesn't
turn?
do it super effectively, so...
It's Ben's turn.
It's my turn. Crack this polluted delta. End of turn. Let's go to 24. That's tapped. That's not what I want. I want to get a man out of it, so gotta Volcanic Island, then I'll tap it, a lot of red, put a mana on this Leyline Tyrant. Okay. Untap. Let's go. For now, because I'm running out of these, I'm just going to put a counter on the Tamiyo's journal for number of clues. Does that work for you guys?
Yeah.
Okay. 4 of them currently.
I think you should just find individual cards because you tap those clues to do things. So
That's true. To keep track of your mana. It might make your life easier if you, having blink cards there.
4 clues.
We need to get you some tokens, or at least some infinite tokens.
They were sold out. I've tried to buy them before. They're always sold out.
Yeah.
I mean, I know why they're sold out, but
yeah, that's also fair.
Arid Mesa.
I haven't checked in a little while. Maybe I'll look again.
I'll go to 23. Mountain into play untapped. I pulled up all my old revised mountains. Found them in an old box for this deck.
Nice.
What about this deck made you think Revised Mountain? Out of curiosity.
I just had them. I don't know. I thought they were sweet. I love revised mountains.
In respect,
All right. So people have a bunch of stuff. I see a spike feeder. I see a combo card Citadel thing. Commanders in the command zone. Is that right? Alex, you got conscripts.
Yeah, Plargg's in my command zone. I have conscripts and I have Thalia's lancers, and you have to attack with your friend.
Somebody who isn't Marshall, correct?
Correct.
5/4 hull breacher. Interesting.
I gotta say, I feel like this year's Commander decks might be my favorite ones they've ever done.
They're really good.
Not that I necessarily like these commanders. There have definitely been some other commander sets that I was more hyped for, but I feel like this set hit the sweet spot between doing fun, interesting, new things and costing them at the appropriate mana cost for the kinds of commander deck games I want to play.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think there's really good cards in all of them, and all of the new cards do really cool things. I did a whole video on really liking the black new Dark Confidant, even in Legacy.
Oh yeah, I got that guy in here.
Nice. Yeah. The ability to respond to the trigger with Brainstorm and put Emrakul on top in a sneak and show deck is very spicy.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Sorry guys, I need to do one quick second of math here, and I think I'm good. 2, 3, 4. Right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, we're still pretty far off on that one. Gotcha. All right, played my land. So then I'm just going to go, I think, no attacks. I'm going to tap blue.
Need to go check on the YouTube side of chats. See how they're doing.
I'm going to tap 4, cast this Urza, Lord High Artificer. And I will make myself a creature, represented with this red thing.
Ryan R's on Team Kess on the YouTube side. Is YouTube still
Ryan Ramberg, my dude. He's already found us from listening to our show.
Yeah, he's on my team though.
Ryan, you should be ashamed of yourself. All right, so this token that Urza just made is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8. And that is going to do it for my turn.
Searching Urza is not a successfully easy search. There we go. He's a 1/4.
Draw and discard a Steel Hellkite. I'm done.
Draw.
Well, you have to. No. You have to attack with your hull breach. It is goaded.
Oh, you're right. Somebody else on a draw and a drain gain. Michael's got a. How big is your spike?
2/2.
And that has to be Alex. He's got stuff to block it because he's got a first strike lancer. Yeah, let's make Alex block. That sounds good. Just get rid of my hull breacher. I like that.
Oh, sure. I'll block.
Okay, hull breacher's dead.
You lose 2 life and I gain 2.
Cool, drop.
Urza is bad news.
Cast this for 2 life.
Cast what for 2 life? Oh.
Incubation Druid.
Hmm.
Play a land. A lot of lands on top of my deck, I gotta say. I guess I'll recast my commander. For 5 mana. That's my turn.
I untap. I draw Squee. I draw a card. Ooh, I play a Scalding Tarn. I will 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, but these are 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mana. I will cast Kozilek, Butcher of Truth. Just hard cast him. Draw 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. I will fetch with Scalding Tarn, getting a basic mountain as long as there's still one in my deck, which there should be. Bottom card, didn't even have to figure it out. How many artifacts does everyone control?
Oh, great.
Dockside down. I got a bunch.
I have 9.
And enchantments. Artifacts and enchantments.
I have 10.
Oh, and enchantments, huh?
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10. And Marshall, you have how many?
10.
And Michael, you have how many?
How many whats do I have?
Artifacts and enchantments?
1.
1. So total of
21.
21. I will play a Dockside Extortionist and create 21 treasures.
A lot of mana. How many cards you got, Alex?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Look, I'm doing my
Keeper.
part over here to keep the Dockside Extortionist count low, and you other guys are ruining it for all of us.
I got nothing, man. I'm sorry.
I don't feel bad based on what's been happening this game. I will. Oh, there's so much less that I have to worry about. I do need to get rid of that. I'm going to cast Elsbeth Conquers Death, and exile Ben's commander.
Hang on. Can you read for me Elspeth Conquers Death? Which one is that?
Exile target permanent and opponent controls with converting mana cost 3 or greater.
Alex, you might want to move your microphone a little bit away from your mouth.
Oh, sorry.
You're peaking.
I'm peaking?
A bit. Mm-hmm.
I apologize.
Cussler, you're welcome.
In response,
That whole breacher,
I'm going
so
to
you
tap.
Possible that could happen.
Thank you.
In response, I'm going to tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I will tap 6 for 6 red. And I'll put the 6 on this Leyline Tyrant. Elspeth who Conquers Death is going to try to get rid of my commander, huh?
Yeah.
Sure.
It's hit me a lot of times. I don't like that it can keep doing that. And then I'm going to use one of the treasures to haggle, discarding Squee and drawing a card. I like that. What is Leyline Tyrant's exact wording?
You don't lose unspent red mana as steps and phases end. Whenever it dies, you may play any amount of red. When you do, it deals that much damage to any target.
Cool. For 7, I'm going to go down to 8 treasures. I'm going 8 treasures. I'm going to play Angel of Serenity, which allows me to exile up to 3 target creatures from the battlefield and/or creature cards from graveyards. When it leaves the battlefield, those go back to people's hands. I will exile your Leyline Tyrant.
Hang on. I may have a response.
Okay, Angel of Serenity. I have cast it.
There's some detective work being done in the Twitch chat regarding your mana, Ben. Do you want to clear things up?
Oh, sure. What is it?
People are trying to figure out how you are making red mana.
His commander.
Prior to it being exiled, I was able to tap all of my artifacts because artifacts you control have tap
Right,
one of any color.
So the red mana that you have can only be spent on instant sorceries. Okay.
We also lost.
But you cannot spend it on your Leyline Tyrant ability, is what Chad is trying to figure out.
Correct. Yep.
Got it. Right. Okay. It was confusing where the mana was coming from, since it doesn't empty, and there you have like 2 different types of red mana, which is awkward.
Oh yeah, you should keep track of those separately. So whatever you're, because
this is all the one time.
Okay,
I spent the other one hours ago.
Cool. Angel of Serenity is on the stack.
How many cards do you have in hand, Alex? And how much mana do you have left after that?
I have 6 cards in hand. I have 8 treasures left.
Plus a bunch of lands.
All right. Well, all my lands are tapped. I have tapped out. Thank you for the another gifted sub for C Diego FC from Gotheros. Or Gotheros. That makes sense.
Got heroes.
Got Heros, like Heroset, which is a Passover food.
All right, I'm going to tap Tamio's journal.
Okay.
I'm going to sack 3 clues to look for a card.
Okay.
Marshall.
Sure.
I cannot see you on spell table. Is that just on my end?
That is
I
just
cannot
on
see
your.
you either.
I can see both of you, so I don't know whose fault it is. Now I can see.
I think
no
it was
one.
mine. I got disconnected and I hit reconnect, but I think I may have to.
Got it.
No, I still can't see Marshall.
Well, Marshall refreshed as well. He's not here. No one can see Marshall now.
Oh, okay.
See what I've been able to create with this red-white business? Plargg just drew me so many cards this game. Plargg plus Squee.
It's true. Squee in your opening hand was Busto.
Yep.
As
Hey,
a person who
Switzerland.
played Duretti back in the day, Squee in the opening hand is pretty busto. I'm a big fan.
Okay.
I did fall into the trap that Reanimator has, where like for half the game I had only drawn the reanimation spells the deck has, and none of the creatures to reanimate. But Thalia's Lancers eventually got me there.
I'm not a big fan of the fact that I'm playing 39 lands and have like 3 or 4 land drops. That's not cool.
Oh, that's fair.
Alex, I am going to counter your thing by exiling Icefall Regent and Force of Willing it.
Okay. It goes to the graveyard. I will use 4 treasures to cast False Defeat. Take any 1 creature card from my graveyard and put that creature into play. I'll put Angel Serenity in play.
I'll tap 1, 2, 3. Actually, I need to tap 1, 2, 3. I will spend 3 of this mana, 2 of this mana actually, because it's all red, and then 1 blue, and I will Fierce Guardianship hardcast.
Okay. I think I want to hold on to the treasures I have left. And I will then pass the turn.
Just trying to do everything you can to wreck me, aren't you? And it can't be done!
You were terrifying. You're no longer as terrifying, but you were terrifying before then. How many artifacts are in your graveyard currently?
1, Steel Hellkite.
Cool.
Alright, I'll play a swamp. Now that... Okay.
Ooh, someone gets to draw a card. Who are you targeting, Gotheros? Gotheros. That feels like the most like. Well, no, that's Ther. No, I'm gonna go with Goth Eros. That seems like my favorite option. Who's drawing a card though? You get to choose. I think that maybe should be everyone draws a card.
I mean, I'd accept everyone draws a card.
Well, I'd have to change it. They paid for target player. I'd allow them to change it to everyone if they would like, but it's
Well,
up
while
to
they
them.
consider it, I'm going to cast Breena the Demagogue. Get her back out here.
Okay. We're going to be attacking some... Oh, to me. That's me. We're going to be attacking me. I've been throned.
You've been throned. I'm going to attack you. I'm just going to attack you with one of my Thopters, though.
Okay, just one. That's fine. You draw a card, get some
I
counters.
will draw a card, and I'll put 2 counters on my Crystalline Crawler.
Okay. I'm fine with that.
Then in the post-combat main phase...
Mattias? Oh, everyone draws a card.
We all do?
Yep.
I love that.
I'm going to look at the new top card in my library.
I'll tap 3.
Michael, it's a fascinating situation that we're in that Bolas' Citadel is in play, and it's not like on my top 5 scariest things in play.
Well, yes, there have been a lot of lands on top of my library, and many of them have also entered my hand from me not being able to cast them and then me drawing them. So I'm chilling.
I'm going to cast Mikaeus the Lunarch, X equals 3.
Okay.
And then I will pass my turn.
Okay. Let's go ahead and add 3 red. This is non-spell mana, so we'll use this die here. It'll be blue mana, 3. Okay.
You got 31
It
people
is.
watching the stream.
Nice.
Hello,
Red.
everyone.
Just in case
guys?
you aren't already, please follow. We are the MMCast stream. We do Monday Night Commander every Monday night. We do the videos then live on YouTube afterwards. If you miss the stream on Mondays, it's on YouTube. We also release modern content and regular Magic content on YouTube every week. I am your host, Alex Kessler, with my co-hosts, Michael Grothy. I'm pointing at the right spot. Yeah, Michael Grothy, Ben Bateman, and then on the other side of Ben Bateman is Marshall James.
Okay, I got another clue here, so I only have 2 now, though, not 3. I'll draw.
Target player draws a card. If it targets, it uses the stack. Could you stifle it? Is it an activated ability, right? What card? Is it?
How many artifacts and
I believe they're
enchantments do you
talking
guys
about
draw?
your your channel points redemption. Can the channel points redemption be stifled?
Ooh, yes, absolutely.
Sorry, oh no, I
The
can't.
rule of cool states that you definitely
No,
can nimble obstructionist it.
Or
I
bind.
could not add that mana at end of turn because my commander was gone. That is my fault. That does not exist.
You can. Oh yeah, you can. That's correct.
Okay, so then that never happened. The mana's not there, so I drew. Question: Artifacts and enchantment count. What do we got?
I got 10 still.
2 enchantments.
Are you about to play your... Dark
I
Side
might.
Portal?
I might.
And
Michael?
the thing that sucks is I love treasures and I love goblin pirates, but Dockside Extortionist could have easily cost 4 mana and still be ridiculous. At 2 mana, he's just insane.
I like that in competitive formats, it's made red a good color versus previously where it was not that.
Michael, any artifacts or enchantments?
I have 1.
So there is a total of 13.
I have 2. Oh no, I have 4, 5, 6.
Marshall's
I have
got
6.
10. Marshall, are your
7. I have
things you
7.
can sacrifice though?
Nope. I got 10 and I can't sack them.
Good to me, man. Okay. What are they? Can I just know artifacts and enchantments? We got a Bolas' Citadel that reads what again?
So many words.
He can cast spells off the top of his deck by paying life instead.
Yeah.
That's the big thing it does. So it's like Future Sight, but he has to spend life for the spells instead of mana.
What's the big ability? Like sacrifice artifacts or something? What is it?
Sacrifice 10 non-land permanents to drain everyone for 10, but it almost never does that. It's more of a turn life into casting spells engine. It's a little bit like Necro.
Okay, and what about the ones you've got, Marshall? What's going on over there?
I have 8 Thopters, Together Forever, the enchantment that lets me pick up dudes with on them when they die, and Crystalline Crawler with 3 counters on it.
Okay, so then
I would say that the channel points are being redeemed by chat, and chat is choosing the targets, so it's controlled by chat. So you would have to play True Name Nemesis naming chat,
Yes, agreed.
and then they wouldn't be able to target your True Name Nemesis. Which
Alex,
I guess
do you
nothing
have-
of this can target a creature anyway. But
Alex, do you have any flying blockers?
I currently do not know.
So I'm going to play an island. Going to tap 1/2. Dockside.
You're playing Dockside? All right.
Yep.
In response, I am going to sneak attack in Elishnorn.
Whoa.
Okay.
That's a spicy meatball.
So that would just mean the dockside never happens. So
No, the Dockside
No,
does.
it still happens.
I'm just killing all of Marshall's flyers, which is cutting down a lot of your treasures. The amount of treasures you get. I'm also sacking one of my treasures to do so, and I have other things I'm going to do, but I'm going to do this first.
All right, well, I don't have any responses to the Elishnorn. So I guess... No, I don't have any responses to Elishnorn, so... My Thopters die. Womp.
And
yeah, I guess I'll gain 4.
it's a 0/3 now. What's it called? The tappy mana creature. Michael?
This
Why is it a 0/3?
Oh, I just always assumed it was a 0/3. It's a 0/2?
Yeah, I can read my own card.
Cool.
I guess I'll put a spike feeder counter on it, so
survives.
it's a 1/3 and it survives, and then I'll gain 2.
Cool. All right.
Oh, and now it taps for triple mana, which is not bad.
It does, yeah.
And then I will use another treasure to flash in Angel of the Ruins, which is the new card from the
Wow.
Angel of the Ruins, which is only going to lower this treasure count by 1, or it does by 2 because I used one of my treasures. I will exile. Okay, what do we want to exile? What's the scary things that are going on?
How many artifacts does Ben have in his graveyard?
One. No, like nothing.
Oh, okay. So
His way more tokens. So Bolas of Citadels are all, obviously. Michael, how many cards do you have in hand?
What's the card called, Alex?
Is called Angel of the Ruins. I did bring it up in the chat. Bye, Uber Muesli.
I have 7 cards in my hand.
Oh, so you have a lot of cards. So I feel like Bolas of Citadel is both good and bad. I think Crystalline Crawler should be one of the things I get rid of. And part of me wants to get rid of the enchantment that Marshall has that's been messing with my life all game. But also, I feel bad. But getting rid of one of Ben's things doesn't lower the count of treasures that he gets.
But
Angel of the Ruins?
Ooh, I also don't like him having the ability to just, like, bolt things. I'll get rid of Gapper Grid for sure. I like that being gone.
What's it called, Alex?
Angel of the Ruins. A-N-G-E-L.
You're positive?
Yeah, I'm literally looking at it on chat. Everyone can look at it. It's brand new. Ruins, R-U-I-N-S.
Yeah, it's just not in deck, I guess.
They have not updated the commander deck lists.
Oh.
It's from the red-white commander deck.
it is a 5/7 flying creature. That's an artifact. When it enters the battlefield, exile up to 2 target artifacts and/or enchantment.
Plane cycling 2. Cost 7. But
You're trying to get rid of Garop or Aether Grid here?
that is one of the things I'm going to get rid of. I think I'm also going to get rid of Marshall's enchantment that lets him save things with +1/+1 counters on them.
No, not my together forever.
No.
Now I'm only together for some of the time.
Hey, the red's gone.
Actually, I'm going to respond.
Okay.
Nope, I can't. Poop.
Yeah, that was my turn.
Well, that was my first time ever.
It's
having
my turn
Together Forever.
right now. That was in response to my.
Oh yeah, I'm
That's in
done.
response to my dockside. So what's happening with dockside now? What do I get?
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 treasure or 6. You get 6 treasures for me.
And Marshall?
1.
7
Away
treasures. 8. You get 8 treasures total.
Alex destroyed 9 of my artifacts and enchantments this month, so...
So you have 6, Alex. Marshall's got 1, and Michael's got 1?
Yep.
Alex, did you exile my citadel?
Nope, your citadel is still there, Michael.
Cool, I have 1.
So it's 8 total.
Yes.
Okay, so I now have 9 treasures. All right. Okay.
I feel
You
good
now
about
have a
that.
flyer. You now have a flying blocker, Alex?
I do have a flying 7/9.
Big creature. Big one.
Your dockside is also dead.
Yes, dockside is dead.
An absolute unit over there on Alex's board.
This card is so cool. I love this card. I think this.
It is.
I think both this and the red one are both really good. The red one. I don't know if I want more wheels in Commander, to be honest. But the white version is like. I'm very impressed. The fact that it has plane cycling too is really good. Oh, man,
What does the red one do?
the red one is when it dies, Wheel of Fortune.
All right, I'm gonna tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna recast my commander. It's gonna make me a treasure. Bring me up to 10 treasures. And then I'm going to tap 1, 2.
Also,
As well as
super fancy
leave them all.
Elishnorn.
3. Let's tap this. Dak Faden. Okay, so just so I get a clear understanding of what I could steal if I wanted to steal something, the only thing you've got, Michael, is a Citadel, correct?
The only
And
thing.
as a table, are we worried about Citadel killing us on his turn?
No.
I'm more worried about you getting Citadel than Michael having it, if I'm honest.
So I can so I can drain you guys for 10 one time? Like,
Well, no,
who
you can
cares
just
about that?
cast any card off the top of your library by paying life in an artifact deck.
Yeah, like
I'm
don't
at
get
20 and
distracted
everything in
by
my
the
deck costs
activ-
9.
Don't get distracted by the activated ability.
But
no
it's
one
free.
ever activates Bolus's Citadel. It is purely a card draw mana cheat engine.
But I mean, I don't think my deck is set up for that. Everything is expensive.
That's fair.
Like, I think if I did it, I would get tempted and probably just kill myself.
I mean,
Okay,
so
what is
then
it?
I think you should steal Bolus's Citadel.
You've got creatures, Marshall, and cards in hand?
I've got a full grip. I have a 1/1. No, I have a 2/2 Crystalline Crawler, a 1/1 Mikaeus, and a 0/1 Breena.
Okay, and then Alex, you've got Elishnorn, a big angel, conscripts, creatures on the ground, anything? Oh, Ulamog? He's got an Ulamog.
I have an Ulamog. It's not an artifact, though.
Are you going to attack me on your turn?
Is the Ulamog in play?
Ulamog is in play. I just cast Ulamog for 10. That's how I drew
Yeah.
4 cards. Otherwise,
No, that's Kozilek.
Oh, sorry. It's Kozilek and not Ulamog. That is a mistake on my end. Of
It's
using
Annihilator
the right
2?
word.
It's
Is that
not the
deal?
indestructible one.
No, I drew 4 cards. It is the drawing 4 cards one.
It's Annihilator 2?
Kozilek has an Ulamog looking feel to me, alright? The name's always bothered me. Kozilek, Ulamog is spiky. Kozilek is a spiky word. Ulamog is more tentacly. Ulamog feels tentacly. I think they named it backwards. It's my rant
Well,
today.
Kozilek is spiky. Ulamog is tentacly.
That is true.
That's fair. Not in the original artwork, though.
For some
you do
reason,
have
you
a
can see
flying
Kozilek's
blocker.
tentacles and not his spikes as much. But
Yeah.
Need to be able to not have that
I
happen.
also think like those 3 being the poster children for Eldrazi, they just wanted to give them all tentacles at that point.
I also think that's true.
I wanted to find them more in BFZ once they were a known quantity.
Yeah, I don't think stealing a artifact or enchantment's the move. I'm just gonna plus deck Faden. I'm gonna double loot.
What's been interesting, this game has had a lot of really good back and forth moments. I need Michael to just do gangbuster things on his turn though, so that we all.
I'm just like super de-duper mana flooded.
Sure.
So what are you gonna do? You know.
Well, discard Sarkon's Triumph.
Here's a little sneak peek at all but one card from my hand.
Oh no.
Sarkon's Triumph and
Also,
I'll put this Blightsteel Colossus into my graveyard. It'll reshuffle. Oh, jeepers creepers! Don't do that.
I really appreciate that you just swore using the words Jeepers Creepers.
It's happened several times in the last few days. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not really sure why, but it's a thing.
look, it's better than swearing on stream, right? We're not supposed to do that.
That's
So
That's
sometimes you just gotta throw out a little Jeepers Creepers instead.
Oh no, I was serious in my
He's
appreciation.
being serious. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is tap this clue. So you generate a blue. I'm going to cast this Ponder. 3. Oh, that's kind of good. Yeah, I'll keep that. Yeah, I like that. All right, let's gain control of that. So then what I'm going to do is use 5 off the Leyline Tyrant. Plus, I'll tap these 2 artifacts. And I'll tap 1 treasure. So there's 1 treasure tapped. I have 9 untapped. And I will cast Insurrection.
See ya, acid toilet paper.
Bye. Thank you for hanging out and the gift subs.
So I will take all of your creatures. Everyone.
You're taking everyone's creatures.
I just played Insurrection.
Oof.
Okay.
Yep. That happens. That's the thing that just happened.
All right. So let's
Oh, I guess you have a bunch of power because of Elishnorn. That's cool.
Yeah. So let's figure out the exact totals here, and I think I can probably kill everyone unless people have lots of cool responses. But let's try it. So treasures need to be tapped to sacrifice, correct? That's what we figured out?
No, you have to tap them in order to sacrifice. If they are already tapped for some other reason, you may not sacrifice them to their own ability.
Currently one of them untapped. I've tapped one of them. I have 9 untapped. 9 untapped. Okay. So creatures that I'm getting. From you, Michael, I'm getting a 1/3. And what else?
And a 3/3.
I'm so
1/3
mad about this Elishnorn. Like, Elishnorn's completely the reason I'm dying here.
So then,
Well, Ben would have gotten
Alex,
10
I've got
treasures and 12 tokens here.
I'm going to figure out the +2/+2 on everything in a second, but
Right. The fact
3/3
that
conscripts.
you make it so that my Crystalline Crawler can only make 1 mana right now.
Wait, no, it can make 3 mana.
Can it?
Yeah.
Don't it, as soon as I remove 1, doesn't it die?
Can't you
Yes.
remove all of it at once or no?
No, they're each a separate ability. You remove the one because the one will. Isn't that true, Michael? Because one will resolve. And then it's
It's a
dead,
mana
so-
ability though. There's
You can, if you cast a spell using Crystalline Crawler mana, you can remove all of them as mana abilities during casting the spell, and then once the spell goes in the stack, your Crystalline Crawler will die after.
that's what I thought.
Okay, well then I will respond to. Then I will respond to the Insurrection.
Okay.
The Insurrection's still going to resolve, but I'll tap Crystalline Crawler to add a counter to itself. Then I will cast Comeuppance, removing all 4 counters.
What is comeuppance?
Prevent all damage that will be dealt to me and planeswalkers I control from sources I do not control. If damage from a creature source is prevented this way, Comeuppance deals that much damage to that creature.
How do you spell that?
Come up.
Come.
Got it. So
It's come up, and it'll be there.
Nope.
Come up.
Oh,
COMEUPPANC.
CONUP.
my
There it
crystal
is. I got
column.
it. That is.
It deals that much damage to the creature, you're saying?
Yeah, the creatures will fight themselves if they hit me.
Also
Sounds like a strong
prevents
way.
damage that's dealt to him.
Oh yeah, and then if you do any spell damage to me, the spell damage is redirected back to the controller of the spell.
Okay. So I need to be able to deal 21 to Michael. You're tapped out, right, Michael?
I have one Woodland Cemetery untapped. Watch out.
Cards in hand?
7.
Okay. Alex, you have how much mana untapped?
2 treasures.
2 treasures. Okay. So, and I'm getting from you a giant angel that's a 7/9.
It'll be well, it's a 5/7 normally.
So it'll be a 5. It'll be a 7/9. I'll get a 5/5 conscripts. I guess. Yeah. I'll figure out the damage later. So 5/7, 3/3, 4/4 lancers. How big Zulamog? 10/10. Or Kozilek, I mean.
12/12.
12/12. What's next to Kozilek?
The Dockside Extortionist.
Okay. Sweet. So great. I should be able to.
I'm gonna put dice down for their total power from my end with Elish Norn included, so it makes your life easier.
Okay. This is funny because Marshall's comeuppance here is a strong move.
Yep.
But doesn't that just mean I can kill all your creatures, Marshall, by just attacking you with them?
Yes.
Not Breena because she has a bigger power. But you could kill Mikaeus that way, yes.
You can also put a counter on all your creatures with Mikaeus.
You could also do that.
Yep.
I think just killing Marshall's creatures seems better. Great. Okay.
Well,
so...
Mikaeus would die.
Yeah, Mikaeus would die. Comeuppance would make Mikaeus punch itself in the face.
No. But if you put counters on everything, when you get Mikaeus back, that happens before Elish Norn goes to the graveyard.
Elish Norn is not going to be on the battlefield because you're going to be dead.
Oh.
Yeah, the math here is really confusing. So just for the sake of a game of Commander, am I going to need to deal with crazy responses from you guys that's going to change this, or can I just go with attacks that kill you both?
No, my hand is 6 lands and one 5-drop creature. Here's my hand.
I don't even need to really
my library
define
from Bolas's Citadel.
Yeah, if you just attack me with the creatures that I control, I take 36 damage. So
yeah, I'm gonna come at not that, but I'm gonna come at Marshall with the Annihilator just for the sake of getting rid of his stuff. I'm gonna come at him with all of his own creatures, except for the one that's not gonna die, which I'll come at you, Alex, with.
So
as long as there's enough damage here.
You're not going to kill Alex then if you come at me with Kozilek.
Well, I have creatures of my own though.
Okay.
Right.
do you have 12?
Let's count it up, baby.
Do you have 12 damage worth of creatures of your own? If you do,
yeah,
I
I've got
die.
a Leyline Tyrant's a 4/4. I've
4,
got
5, 6.
an Urza itself is a 1/4, but then I've also got this Urza token, which is the Urza token's at 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Okay,
15.
I'm done. Yeah, there you go. You got it.
So that kills them. I come at you with the Annihilator trigger, which is going to kill the creature anyway. And then it doesn't matter. All of your creatures that can kill themselves, Marshall, I come at you with.
Okay. Alright, so Mikaeus dies.
What's left to attack me with? Am I dead?
Should be. I mean, Alex had enough power, and with Elish Norn...
No, I didn't. Not if you attack Marshall with Kozilek. I had exactly 36 power, and I was at 35. With including Elish Norn bumps.
But doesn't, so I've got, 11...
So you use your 11/11, and you'd have
12,
to attack
13,
with
14, 15, plus 16, 17. So my one guy here is 17 damage to you, Michael, and then Leyline Tyrant just kills you. So that's it.
Well, then how
Alex,
do you kill me?
your stuff kills yourself.
How?
You just
me attacking me does exactly 36 with my creatures. But you're removing 12 damage from that, so you're now doing 22 damage to me, which means you have to attack me with 13 of damage. Do you have 13 of damage that on top of that?
So do I have? Okay, so I guess let's count it up. So let's figure out, because nobody's got any blockers, right?
Correct. You've insurrected all of our creatures.
So total life that I have to get away is 21 from Michael, 35 from you. So we're dealing with 56. that I need to deal with, and then Marshall, it doesn't totally matter. So how much power with Elish Norn? You have 36, right, Alex?
With Elish Norn, you could do 36 to me. Yes.
Okay, so then minus the 14, so that's
Correct.
22 to you. Right, so that's the 20. That's the 22 of the 56 that I need.
Yep.
Michael, how much power comes from you?
Total of 4, not including Elish Norn, so I guess 8, including Elish Norn.
Right. Okay, so that's 30. 30 plus, as I just said, 17. That's 47 plus 3. That's 50. Plus 6. That's 50. That's 56 without Marshall's creatures. So that's you guys are dead with 56 exactly.
But 56 doesn't work because you're not attacking me for exacties. You have to choose which creature you're attacking me with. Do you have a 5 power creature?
Is one of your creatures an artifact creature? Anybody?
One of my creatures is an artifact creature.
Then that makes my Urza guy 1 bigger. So then I can deal Urza plus Elish Norn plus the extra 1 is 4 plus 17.
What extra 1?
Is 8. The one I just get off the artifact creature that makes my artifact creature bigger.
Are you attacking me with that artifact creature? That's one of the things you're attacking me with?
No, I'm coming on Michael. So, okay.
Separate
I'm definitely over the line here, but I'll explain it.
Separate your creatures into the piles that are attacking each player.
It's just
Somebody should have played Quandrix. We needed that energy in this game, and I'm just not getting it from these, these Prismari theater kids and these Lorehold history nerds.
I personally blame Ben for playing cards that are not fun over spell table.
Yeah, insurrection is hard to do here. So you're attacking Marshall.
8. I was trying to go with something expensive. All right, look,
you're attacking Marshall with Kozilek.
So
This is like the only time you'll ever catch Ben playing Insurrection. So
I'll take it.
Ever in my life.
You're attacking Marshall with Kozilek. All right, that's happening there. You're attacking me then for 26 minus 14, which is 20.
I have a simpler way to do this because we can start by just killing someone. So you're saying I'm getting an artifact creature from somebody, correct?
Yes, you're getting 1 artifact creature.
Okay, which means that I now have an extra artifact on my side. So what that means is I've got 1, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, plus yours is 16, right? Plus 2, that means 18 power, plus an Urza, which is plus 2, that's 21 damage. So
right.
Urza and the token is going at Michael. Michael is now dead.
Okay.
I'm dead.
Urza and the token, right?
Yeah.
Plus everything that you have minus your Eldrazi.
Okay.
Right?
Sure.
So everything you have minus the Eldrazi, which I think, as you said, was 22.
20,
correct? Is that correct?
22, yeah. Plus
22 plus 6. So that's 28. And you're at 35?
Mm-hmm.
What am I so short on now? Why is my math off? What's that?
I don't know.
And Marshall, and I get Marshall's creatures.
22.
I got Marshall's creatures. So 22. Marshall, how much power do I get from you?
I have a 3/3 and a 1/3.
So
4 plus 4. So 8. 8 plus 6 plus 20. And 22 includes the Elish Norn, correct?
22 does include the Elish Norn, yes. Thank you for the follow, Brofist McGuffin. Welcome to us figuring out math.
14 plus 22 is exactly 36. You are also dead. And then I go at you, Marshall, only with the Eldrazi. I don't attack you with any of your own creatures, so you get them all back.
Okay.
The Eldrazi annihilators you. I do 36 to Alex, 21 to Michael. That's the turn.
Okay. You annihilate these 4 lands then.
I'm deceased.
RIP.
All right, let's see if I can do it with my 4 lands and my.
And I guess I'll go to my end step, and I'll draw a discard.
Well, somehow I've played this entire game missing lands constantly, so I don't know.
Michael got all of them.
Yeah, it's true. I drew all the lands. There were none left for you.
Oh, this is unfortunate. Breena does absolutely nothing when it's just a duel.
Rip.
R.I.P. Plargg.
Rest
So
in Plargg.
So wait, did Leyline Tyrant and Prismari not have to attack anybody? Or they
No,
tapped?
they're all yeah. They're
Prismari
Leyline-
is not tapped.
Prismari did not attack anyone because I like summoning sickness, but these guys all attacked.
Okay, well, What to do?
Got this, Marshall. We believe in you.
All right, I'll play Hangerback Walker for one, and I'll play Karlov of the Ghost Council.
I'm gonna respond to Karlov.
Okay,
Just kidding. I'm not gonna respond. I'm not gonna.
Uncle
respond.
Karlov?
and then I'll say go.
All right. Untap. Upkeep. I shall make a clue. This is at end of your turn. I make 9 mana on my Leyline Tyrant just for fun. Okay. Tap. Make a clue.
I also feel like it's important to point out that I don't think a single card in my deck is more powerful than Urza.
Okay. I'm gonna crack this Bloodstained Mire.
Hangerback
Go to
Walker
19.
is a very powerful card.
What?
So Marshall, how many cards do you have in hand? Just I want to make sure I don't just get like gamed out of this.
I have 6 cards in hand.
And all of the manas? Any mana.
I am completely tapped out. You annihilated me.
No gaming here.
Game him.
All right, so I'm gonna I'm going for style
On
points
this
here, boys.
channel, we do not game.
Going for style points. First, I'm gonna plus my DAC to see if I just draw the card that I want. Draw 2. Nope. Look at all them dragons. I'll discard Thundermaw Hellkite, and I'll discard Shimmer Dragon.
Dang,
then-
Shimmer Dragon is so sweet in your deck.
It's so sweet. I love that card. So then I'm going to tap 3 clues to add 3 more mana. Go up to 12 here. Then I'm going to sacrifice them to Tamio's Journal. We're going to snag and enter the Infinite. We're going to spend this 12. Oh, I can't because I need triple, so I'll have to spend 8 of it. So I need blue for the others. Then I'll
Quad
tap
blue.
these treasures. I'll tap these 4 treasures down here to generate the blue for it. I'll cast enter. I'll draw my deck. I shall
Does
cast.
he have the Oracle?
I shall cast.
I'm like so happy Plargg exists. I'm so happy this deck is playable and I don't have to be like, is it okay if I play with this card that you won't like me playing?
How much of that Portals 3 Kingdom Reanimator card did you?
Omniscience.
Not a lot, actually. Surprisingly.
Then Omniscience is going to put into play lots of things. My deck, I guess, is what will happen. But most importantly with Omniscience will be the fact that I am going to cast this Nexus of Fate 100 times and attack you for 1 million.
He's done it.
Partially because
You did
Breath
it.
of Life exists and it's the exact same card. I think.
Well, right, but I mean, you want to play them all.
Yeah. I think there's one I'm missing that I own and I'm not playing it because I didn't need it based on all the stuff I have.
Man. If Nexus of Fate was one of those target player takes an extra turn, I might have had a chance.
Did you have like a swerve type of thing?
I had Imp's Mischief, baby.
Is that split second though?
No.
Oh yeah, it's true that Ben probably has counter
I
magic.
have a spell burst in here because I can buy it back a million times. Sweet. All right. Well, I just won by casting a combined 22 mana on my last two spells. That's new for me.
Yeah. Did you have fun, Ben? Did you learn the lesson of playing cool, expensive cards?
I thought it was pretty cool. I think this deck is really sweet. I think like the Treasure Dragon angle was like fun to play.
I actually ended up adding a lot of new cards from this set, which is not surprising because this set was made for this deck. But I added.
I think this deck would be... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 cards from the new set to this commander deck.
I'm upset.
Which is hype.
I'm upset how like I would have still been in that game, except for like Annihilators, like so totally bones the person who's been having mana problems.
I mean, I wasn't planning on attacking you with it. I was being nice. Ben, on the other hand, is a monster.
I mean, like in Ben's position where he's just short of killing everyone. He might as well.
Oh no, I understand why I'm
close the door on you.
Like, as a, I think this is part of the reason why I've always had trouble playing any of the Eldrazi Titans, just because like Annihilator's just it's like
It's such an unfun mechanic.
yeah.
I do think actually in the long run I'm probably cutting most of, and I cut the other two, or the other one. I cut Kozilek.
They seem bad for your deck since they shuffle your entire graveyard back in.
Well, I have the one because it draws me a full hand and it lets me get after a person, but they might just be not good enough. Now, when it was the Hiri, they were better because her ultimate let you cheat them in the play, but it may be worth cutting them. These were all the cards I did not play with, which I don't think I would. Some of them I think I would bring back. We'll see.
I'm pretty hyped that I got. This is my first time ever getting and that card ended up.
Your commander seemed awesome. I will say, like, the highest performer to me from expectation to reality was your commander in the game.
Yeah, I'm pretty hyped on, like, it's just like she's such a good ghostly prison. It's like you could attack me, but don't you want to draw a card? Isn't that better?
Right. Yeah, no, it was really impressive. I thought it was really good.
Yeah, I ended up putting a bunch of the new cards in just so I could test them out, but I didn't really get to draw any of them. I had my drag. I mean, I drew this guy, which I think this Nils Discipline Enforcer is probably pretty bad. Although he's probably good in if like Shadrick Sybil Quill was my commander, then Nils seems like a lot better.
Yeah.
Oh, there's apparently a infinite mana token combo with the new dwarf commander. That's not surprising. Good night, good morning, good day.
That new dwarf commander seems like, doesn't he just go infinite with like a lot of things, like all the things that Luminous Broodmoth went infinite with?
More so, I think. I think it's more than Broodmoth is the. Do I have Resurrection? Let me remind me what Resurrection is. I believe that's the one that I am not playing.
White 2.
It's just another Breath of
Correct.
Life.
That is the one I am not playing.
One.
So I'm playing.
I have a.
Do you have an Alpha Resurrection? Because I would love to buy an Alpha. I would play an Alpha Resurrection. I like the two other ones are 1 white 3 for the exact same card. So I'm currently playing with those. I have a foil Resurrection I'm not playing with. Yeah, I think Hoffrey is just going to be like this deck goes infinite, haha, which is cool for like CDH. I think that's like a really cool red-white CDH deck that's not Feather, so that's dope. For regular Commander, I think it would maybe be unfun. But,
I mean, I feel like you could build Hoffrey without putting infinite.
That's true.
Like,
that's true. I just think it
Hoffrey seems good enough without, but Hoffrey also seems like, doesn't he just run into a lot of the that Black Mike runs into? Like, doesn't Hoffrey still go infinite with Triskelion and that sort of thing?
Yes. How does it go infinite with Triskelion?
Because
the second time it doesn't come back.
You have Triskelion remove 2 counters. Oh, the second time it doesn't come back.
Yeah, so you get 2 triggers off of Triskelion.
Oh, right.
There it is. That was one of my reserve list investments.
Oh, you know
You're
what I'm really
you're,
excited about with
for some reason you're off bend. We can't see
Joffrey-
what you're doing.
Oh,
Joffrey with Anointed Procession.
there you go.
Ooh, that's dope. How much is a
Beta.
How much is a beta insurrection?
It's only $30 or $40, I think, at this point. Yeah.
Gonna look that up. That sounds really spicy. Then I'll play
Beta
Resurrection.
what?
That'll talk me into playing Resurrection. Beta Resurrection TCG player.
So is it that you just don't play all the reanimator spells you could?
It's the only one I'm not. It's the only white one I'm not playing.
And it's just because you don't need that
It
many?
was I ran out of space. There's actually like quite a bit. So like right now, stuff that puts creatures into play, excluding
Are
like
you
Nature
playing
is Ultimate.
Loyal Retainers?
I am playing Loyal Retainers.
Nice.
Loyal Retainers is dope. Big fan of that guy. Breath of Life, False Defeat, Sneak Attack, Marshal's Anthem, Ilharg, Through the Breach, Karmic Guide, kind of Mana Geyser, Miraculous
I was like pretty
Recovery.
disappointed that the Resurrection didn't go up in price. I bought it during like that investment, and I assumed because of old school, like it felt like a card that would probably just like increase in 3 years, but it hasn't.
Oh yeah, like heavily played. Like it's just really.
I don't
good
even know how heavily played it is because creatures in old school are so bad. So like paying 4 mana to get like a creature back is kind of useless. I
Yeah.
just sort of assumed it might.
That's fair.
All alpha and beta cards are worth something.
Oh, I mean, for sure. I think
alpha,
I think I paid 20 or 30 for it, and I think it's still only worth 30 or 40.
I have an alpha regeneration, and that card's worth like $10 for some reason.
Yeah, I mean, anything alpha is worth money. So a couple of the investments I made from that time have like gone crazy. Like I bought like 5 copies of Dreadnought and a copy of the Judge promo Dreadnought at one point. I remember.
Alpha Resurrection is $88 for
Yeah, mine's
heavily
beta,
played.
mine's beta.
Yeah, beta is the. It's fair. I was going through reanimator spells as we're like deck teching this deck. Blaze Lancer, these are just big guys.
Do you think that Death or Glory is better than just straight up getting the one creature you definitely want?
Death or Glory. It might not be. It's just a really cool card. I have so many good creatures. If I don't draw the right things, I could have like bad choices for my opponent, regardless of what they choose.
Oh, is it you separate and they choose?
I believe so. Yes.
So it's the only one. So yeah, that's the weird part. Where like Factor Fiction was, you get to choose.
Correct. So I choose the piles. My opponent chooses the pile, versus them
Which is
choosing
so
the
funny,
piles.
'cause, like, all the other this or that, you make the piles and your opponent chooses, and then for some reason they're like, "How about on this card draw one, we flip it around and make it the only playable this or that."
And like this could cut. I just want to cast it once. Like I got it, and it's pretty sweet.
Oh no, I hear you.
Alex, are you playing Sudden Deployment?
Sudden.
He was for a while.
I was. I cut it.
Dang. That's a real hot one.
It's hot when you have. I didn't have enough ways to give creatures haste, so it was just like I had some, and so once in a while it was insane, and then other times it did nothing. I also don't have that many ETB effects. A lot of them are like. Yeah, it just ended up. I like drew it a few times, and every single time I was like, "This card doesn't do anything," and I cut it. I have a foil
Right.
one sitting somewhere because it wasn't expensive to buy a foil one. Here we are. So these are all the reanimator spells I'm playing, which are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, plus the 2 that I cut for this game, which are Breena and Pulse Mage Advocate, which I probably would put back to some extent, depending on, because I realized there are other cards I would cut. I was like really unhappy with Bergi, God of Revels, or not Revels, God of
Storytelling.
Horn of Bounty. It's just like exiling things is not good in this deck that I can't cast spells. Yeah,
Do
I
you
don't
play
know.
the new Cathartic Reunion?
It was in my pile of like things I added. So the cards I added for the most recent set, I added Mila and what's his face, Luca, Plargg and Augusta, and then the lands, the new version of Mana Geyser, but one player's cards in hand. Wandering Archaic, which I figure like we should all play. Thrilling Discovery, which is the Cathartic Reunion. Cursed Mirror, which is the clone that gives it haste ramp spell. Another land, the red version of that Angel I played.
And I think you'd appreciate my deck had Una's Blackguard in it.
Ooh, nice.
I mean, I love me some Una's Blackguard.
I would have loved me some Una's Blackguard.
Are we still Alex live, or have we gone off?
We are live. I can do sign-offs. So thank you everyone for watching. It was great having you on. We're going to go raid someone really quick. Make sure if you had a good time, we do this every Monday night. Next week we have Sheldon Menery from the RC, as well as Tarmo Cat, the cosplayer, known for Golgari Marin shenanigans. So we'll see what we're up to next week. And of course, make sure to check out, we did a whole part 1 of our set review for Strixhaven this morning, was released on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/GameCast, and will be up. The second one will be what we do next week as well. So you'll have 2 set reviews back to back, and then we'll get into some Modern Horizons too. So a lot of Modern this month. So get hyped. Thank you to all of our guests. Really quickly, Marshall, where can people find you on the internet?
You can follow me at Marsh Unfocused.
And Mr. Bateman, what thing have you done over the last 5 days that maybe you would shout out because people can check something out?
Yes, I 1 week ago released the first single from my upcoming album, and it is on iTunes and Apple and Amazon and Spotify and all the places. It's called Sorry for Tonight. My artist name is Ben Bateman, and you guys, if you want to listen to it on YouTube, you can find it on the Nerds and Suits YouTube channel. It's been a very exciting week, and if you guys want to check it out, I'm very proud of it. I'm touring in August. I'll be going to 10 cities, so check it out if you like it. Maybe I'll see you on tour.
And Michael?
I'm at Duard on Twitter, DUDARDD. There's an extra D on Twitter.
And thank you, chat. Thank you for all of the gift subs. We got a bunch of gift subs tonight. Tonight was awesome. Gatheros and Acid Toilet Paper were in battling for some gift subs. And thank you all for watching, listening. We're going to raid Emma Skyward, and we'll see you all next week.
Tomoko, you can come here next week and tell him yourself.
That is true. Tell him to unban Reoccurring Nightmare for me while he's there. That is a thing you can do in chat. That is true. You'll have to come back. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, raid. Throw some Baby Yodas in the chat.